today.
One chocolate today.
You grab a national state level, you have to run non-sale, it's wholesale.
Is like 9,000.
The only mistake I made, I didn't put her in the registration booth with the
Just this ever-evolving story.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Let's Grow Pulling Monday, October 13th. Logan Stevens up there in the top left corner. Jason and Kenzie up there in the top right. And I got Storm and Trey from the Cast Day Shootout happening in Bowling Green, Missouri. That's right. Truck and tractor pulling is not over. I feel like it's all year round now, Trey and Storm. There was a time I felt like it was Memorial Day to Labor Day, and now with social media, man, there's stuff going on basically 11 months a year, honestly. And I think December is kind of reserved for banquets.
Right. And speaking of tractors, you ain't going to believe this, but we got some tractors wanting to come down there and get some test hooks in.
Yep. No, let them. That'll be awesome.
Yes. They're coming down.
Cool. Storm, can you kind of introduce yourself and kind of give us you guys are the promoters of the Cash Days Shootout here in Bowling Green, Missouri. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Storm, and why you love truck and tractor pulling.
Well, I started just mechanicking on mostly gas engines whenever I was younger, just on little play trucks and toys, and then always wanted a Duramax and worked on a few diesels and around farming. So my brother and I bought Duramaxes and decided we'd figure out how to work on them, and kind of been working on diesel pickups ever since then. And he got into truck pulling, and then I got into truck pulling, and I build quite a few of the local trucks around here for kind of all different classes. And we've been wanting to do something kind of bigger here towards the end of the year, bring everybody from multiple states. I travel a little bit, made a lot of good friends out of state, and we wanted to bring everybody together, kind of have a pull where people are going to see people they never see before and throw a little money out there and see what we can get.
Now, do you pull yourself then?
I do. I actually have two trucks. One of them I haven't put back together, and then my other one I don't really drive. My fiance drives it, and she does very well, and has she's the points champ this year in our 2.5 work stock class. So,
okay, what association do you run with normally, Storm?
Eastern Missouri Truck Pullers.
Okay, cool, awesome. Trey, tell us a little bit about yourself and your pulling vehicles, etc.
As far as everybody knows, we are the all-night pulling team, and everybody kind of knows what that stands for. We're up all night working on trucks and all night pulling them.
Yep.
Basically, I went to a pull one time and I loved it, and it kind of hung with me. And I met a lot of people.
What truck were you in?
Oh, the Ford then.
Mud truck.
A blue mud truck. Yeah, that was wee. Actually, I still got the thing in my first truck. But yeah, that was a rough one there. Yeah, but generally I pull for the love of pulling. I mean, yeah, the money's great, but sometimes it's just about the love of it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's kind of a sickness, and that's why my tractor is called the Remedy, Trey.
Yes.
And if anybody knows that, people ask me why I named it the Remedy. It's because my wife says tractor pulling is a disease, and it is. It absolutely is. So it's a lot of fun. Again, if you're just joining us, we're starting earlier tonight. We got a big show tonight. We got Trey and Storm on from the Cash Day Shootouts in Bowling Green, Missouri. This Saturday, the 18th, starting at 5 p.m. We're really going to dive into the event here in just a second. At 7:30, we got Chad Mayhill coming on. At 8 o'clock, we got Bert Forbes coming on. He's talking about the North Carolina State Fair this weekend. And then at 8:30, Ron Stone's going to come on to talk about Lufkin, Texas. So a lot of pulling still going on, Trey and Storm. And excited to help you guys promote your event down there in Bowling Green, Missouri. So is this the first year? Is this the second year? Tell us about the history of this event.
This will be the first year at Bowling Green.
Okay.
First year at Bowling Green, and we have so many trucks all over the country coming down in here.
Okay. So is this at the fairgrounds?
Yes.
Now I feel like Bowling Green. Do they have a PPL pool or a silver? What are they? Do they? I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard Bowling Green, Missouri before.
Yep. Excalibur PPL. They
Yeah.
every year on Thursday nights. It'd be the end of July. They pull. We usually pull pickups for the local guys on Wednesdays, and then Thursdays is the Excalibur pulling.
Do you guys get? Do they get a nice crowd there, Storm?
Yes, this year, unfortunately, they had a rain out some of the way in. So a lot of people had to leave, and I mean, the show ended early. They got a few classes in, and then they were rained out. So
I feel like it rained a lot in June and July this year, and in August it got super dry.
Yeah.
Because we travel all over the country with Full Pull Live and shooting, and we had a lot of rainouts with the Outlaws and different events. NTPA, we went all the way to Fort Recovery, Ohio, guys, and lost both nights, but yeah, it's definitely. And then said August it got dry, and it's still been pretty dry in September. So I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing in Missouri. What big towns is Bowling Green close to, Storm or Trey, that I would recognize?
I would say from here, maybe Hannibal, but I would say Troy.
Okay.
Missouri. You've been to Troy, I think.
Yep, we pulled there with the Outlaws. Yep.
Yes,
yeah,
Troy.
Yeah. That's a 30 minutes south.
Okay.
I don't know. I think. Have you been to Palmyra, Missouri?
Yes.
That would be 40 minutes north of here. So
how far are you from St. Louis then?
About 45 minutes.
An hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So there's big population around there, or potential to get a lot of people to come watch your event. So
Absolutely.
Yep. Being a promoter is like the toughest thing you'll ever do, guys. I just want to be clear about that. I want to thank you for that, first of all. Second of all, I want to check your brain cells, make sure you're okay with us, because it's a lot of work. But I like the fact that you're pullers and you're promoting. I think the best events are ran by pullers, because you've been to so many different places and you take what you like here and what you don't. That would never happen in Bowling Green, Missouri. I mean, I'm sure you guys, you talk like that, but you need to have that confidence.
Oh,
because at the end of the day, you got it. So, do you have a good track? Do you have a good track?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty good sized pit area. We've got it set up to where a whole class can be pretty much on the track or right at the track and be able to watch the whole class pull, and not have to constantly move and be kind of in the shadows to where you can't watch your competitor go or see what the track is doing. So for a puller's standpoint, it should be pretty good on being able to watch it and watch your competition. And the track, it's plenty wide, plenty long, and we're only running one sled. So if we'll find the best part of the track and put it there. So there'll be plenty of room to move around.
What's the weather been like for you guys, like this last week, and what's the forecast look like this coming week?
So our forecast has been a little bit weird. We've gotten little bitty small rains. I mean, we're still super dry, but we're getting a tenth or two here and there. There actually is a chance of rain for Friday and Saturday, but we have a motor grader ready so we can peel off the top of the dirt if we need to, if it gets too muddy. And we're also looking into getting some tarps and cover the whole thing. The pit area is all grass that I just brush hogged over the weekend, so it's plenty solid down there, and we have skid steers, tractors, everything all around to help make it all work. So
awesome. That's important that you've thought that far ahead already, guys. If you're just joining us, we're starting a little bit early tonight. Got Storm and Trey from Bowling Green, Missouri, doing the Cash J shootout this Saturday. Let's dive into the event, guys. Looks like a lot of truck classes. Kenzie, if you could put the poster up on the screen, let's buzz through this here with the guys. Gas classes. So we got Pro Street first. What's that mean? Pro Street for dice. Oh, Pro Stock.
Pro Stock.
Oh, first place 2,500. I'm sorry. Pro Street, yes. Hot stock, fuel injected street trucks. Give me, Trey, you're the gas truck guy. Right. Give me the basic rules on the Pro Stock class.
The Pro Stock class is, 6,200 pounds. I think that's what we got it right, Storm. Yeah. 6,200. I mean, the rules are kind of,
a little bit open.
A little bit open for everybody. And this scope we could combine for everybody with all the other states.
So single carb, but open cubic inch.
Yep.
35-inch max tire height.
And
$2,500 to win?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got my attention, right?
Yeah, I think that got everybody's attention.
Yeah. I've looked at that poster and I've posted it probably 100 times in the last month, and I did not notice that until tonight. So I'm a little embarrassed. But,
Yes.
That's good stuff. That should be getting people excited to come.
I think me and Storm made a decision that every class is going to pay $1,000 out in the first place.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Pro Street Gas, what's that basically? One of you guys keep break that down for me?
Pro Street Gas, I mean, basically your Pro Street, all those Pro Street trucks are going to have basically solid rear ends, you know what I mean, on the backs. I mean, no springs really. All those guys are going to be basically solid suspension trucks.
Okay, and then Hot Stock, excuse me.
Hot Stock is going to be all the trucks with basically you can drive them on the street, but it's iffy. You know when you think more about basically all your trucks in that category is should have springs on them and leaf springs and basically
no solid suspension.
No solid suspension in it, right? You know. Frame headers outside the frame on those trucks there. One carburetor on them, stuff like that.
And then a fuel injected street truck.
So that is actually, we're going to be the first ones around to have a class just for fuel injection. So we're bringing this new class to the sport, should I say?
Yep.
Because fuel injection has been around for years. I mean, as you know, in tractors and everything else.
Yep.
But no one really likes a fuel injection truck. So we're deciding to have a class for fuel injection newer trucks. And let me tell you something. I've had a gob of people. I bet we might have 30 trucks in that class of fuel injection new trucks.
Holy crap.
Yes. I'm talking, we have this guy coming out of Michigan, coming down here with a fuel injection truck. Now you tell me that he don't like fuel injection trucks or not. He's coming all out of Michigan down to his little town of Bowling Green down here.
Why hasn't this class been promoted in the past? What's been the hang up, Trey?
A lot of people dislike carburetors. I mean, and I get it. But these newer trucks, I mean, everybody anymore, everyday trucks anymore is fuel injection.
Yep.
Let's just face it. You know, most of people jump in fuel injection cars every day. And we thought let's keep up with the program and let's add a fuel injection class, and it's all fuel injection trucks.
So you think that's out of those gas truck classes that you listed, you think that's going to be your biggest class?
No.
Yes.
No.
Storm's over there giggling.
No. I think that the Pro Stock's going to have around 40 in it.
Wow. You have enough tech officials? Do you guys think this through all the way, Trey?
You know what? It kind of blew up more than we really expected. I told Storm, said we were glad to get 30 trucks, and now I bet we're going to see every bit of 60 to 80.
Yep. That's awesome.
So
one track. Who's your sled?
The sled would be the WW sled out of, I think we guys done an indoor pool there one time.
Is it Aaron Lewis?
Yep, Aaron Lewis. Yep.
That's a good sled. That's a level 8 sled, I'm pretty
sure.
Yes,
a level 8 sled. You're correct.
Yep.
So the term of all night is going to be very used on that night because we're going to be there all night.
Yep. So, pullers, be ready. Like, as soon as the sled stops, get on the track.
Yes.
Please.
Yeah.
Please get on the track.
And we're going to be waving you on quick. The tractor guys are going to be on point, taking off as soon as they're told, and a truck needs to be jumping on the track. So,
yeah, because pulling's great when stuff goes down the track, but the rest of the time it's pretty boring. So,
yeah.
So we were down in Georgia past weekend for Full Pull Live, and they actually play music in between hooks, and they just had a Spotify playlist, Trey. I don't know what your sound system looks like, man. If you can do that and have your announcer just turn it up and down, just throw it on a safe playlist without any real cussing in it. I'm telling you, it was awesome. It kept the mood. It kept the mood that much better. It really did. And then if it's not a big deal for the announcer, he doesn't have to, because when I announce, I talk too much because I don't like quiet time. I just don't. But having like a nice,
our announcer's he's pretty entertaining. So
Oh yeah.
He may want to play some music, but he keeps everybody interested, and he knows, especially for everyone around here, he knows little facts about everyone.
Who's your announcer?
Ross Boschert.
Okay.
He announces in like Wentzville and Jefferson City and a few places around here.
Yeah.
But he does a pretty good job. He's always on top of it, and he doesn't, he knows people well enough too that if something's wrong with paperwork and he sees the wrong truck out there, he's catching it before he ever says it. And he does a really good job.
He shouldn't get a Ford and Chevy mixed up. I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think he should. No. He shouldn't at all.
No,
If
that's
he does,
awesome.
we'll get on his butt a little bit.
You guys are doing an event like this at the perfect time of the year because you've given everybody kind of a month to end their season when we're all burnt out and tired. And after about a month, I want to go pulling again. And, the weather's still decent. When the sun goes down, it gets a little chilly. You can sell some extra hoodies if you got any merch. And it's a lot of fun to do that. But it's a nice time of the year to kind of keep things going. And I like, basically, you're letting, if you fit the rules, come play, right? It's not like it's not sanctioned or anything like that, right?
Yep.
And let me tell you, they're pretty open.
Yep.
Because we want everybody in here to have a good time.
I love it. Let's throw up those diesel truck classes, Ken's. All right, so we got 2.6 smoothbore, first place, $2,500. I'm guessing you're going to have a boatload of those, Storm and Trey.
Yes, I think.
Ross Boschert just commented. He heard that announcer guy ain't that good. I love it.
Who is Ross? Do I know him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I expect. With everyone that talked about it, I know we had a few trucks hurt at Hub City and a few places like that, but I still expect there'd be 30 some trucks in that class.
Okay. Yeah, and the Hub City is held at our fairgrounds in Richland Center where we live. So.
No kidding.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, there's a few trucks that got hurt up there, and one guy melted a few pistons, and he's trying to get them replaced and get down here. So everybody's kind of pulling a few strings to make it down.
And then we got a 2.5 factory. What'd you say? What's that say? Or factory turbo with 2.5? That's a work stock, right?
So we have a factory turbo class. So it has to have a cast wheel and be factory appearing for that truck or for that year. And then we have a 2.5, which is the 2.5 work stock, which the work stock that pulls up around you guys.
Yep.
Which I was just up there about a month ago pulling. I went to Jump River and
Jim Falls.
We went and watched there. I went to a little backyard pull right about 20 minutes from Jump River, and we pulled against like Nate Woolman, Adam Woolman, those guys.
Okay.
And I know Nate's the points champion up there for that. So
nice. And then King of the Street, what's that?
So that is basically any turbo that is on still a leaf spring, so non-solid chassis. It has to flow coolant, but any turbo configuration that you want.
Okay.
So triples, compounds, big singles, whatever you want on them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun. And we started early tonight, Randy. We got Randy on now. Normally we start at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, but we got a lot of people coming on the night, and Trey didn't get back to me as fast as he was supposed to reserve his time.
I'm known to be late.
That's okay.
All night, man.
Oh my, Trey, don't you ever? I use every minute of every day, and Randy's on Randy's time. That's what Randy says.
That's right. That's right.
So Randy's from the great state of Ohio. Randy Fishbaugh. He owns a mini rod sled. Is on the OSTPA board out there, and he comes on our podcast. One of our co-hosts, Logan Stevens, a mini rod puller out in Kansas.
Yeah.
So we're having a lot of fun. We're having a lot of
He
fun.
actually had some trucks coming out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it? You know?
I can't remember who exactly.
I don't remember who I know there's one or two that said they were coming, and then I was trying to get Caden Saunders to come, but he said he's going out of town for work. So him and a few other guys, they don't know if they're going to make it, but we're still tugging on him a little bit. So
Yeah, keep working on him. He actually lives in our little hometown where our pizza shop is.
No shit.
Yeah, we know him. Yep. For sure.
The pulling world, when you travel a lot, Trey, and Storm, it truly is a small world when you start traveling around a little bit. Randy can't leave the state of Ohio. It's some stuff we can't talk about on the air. Legally, we sneak him out. We sneak him out late at night. We keep
Okay,
Yeah.
then. So I was like,
yeah, it's
well,
all
shit,
good.
the real interview might start then.
When did you guys decide to do this?
Oh shoot, last year.
yeah, we talked
Almost
about it, and
end of
then
last year.
we kind of threw it around a little bit, and then I don't know, about 3 months ago or so, we're like, hey, we got to do this. We got to find a date. We got to make
Pull
this
the
work.
trigger, Storm. Pull the trigger.
Adam Taylor says Gary Chambers ? I don't know what that means. Maybe they're trying to guess somebody's name.
Yeah, probably so from Ohio.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. There's about a 15-second delay, so
Yeah.
Randy rumors are exaggerated. Yes, they are, Chris, but that's what makes it fun.
I wouldn't let Randy get too far off his leash. Then
Right.
things start to happen. But
Yeah.
Do you guys have any sponsors besides the Trey and Stormy Foundation that are helping put this on?
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, to gather all that money up, we had to throw in a couple more people.
Who's helping you out?
Well, our biggest one would be Ryan Craig and Sons Concrete.
Is he a puller?
He heard we wanted to do it, and he said, well, I'm going to do everything I can. Let's make this big. So
And you guys might know Ryan Craig's truck. It's a 60 models Ford, and it hit 1 million views on that
so
gas page.
Sheldon at Renegade Diesel and Driveline works on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Craig actually has 5 trucks.
What?
Yeah, 5 trucks.
Wow.
And he has the older trucks.
Yeah.
And they're phenomenal. I'm talking like they look like they rode off the showroom floor trucks. I mean, they're gorgeous. Yeah, Ryan Craig is. If it was for him, we probably couldn't do all this right now. I want to give him a big shout out.
Well, that's what it takes. And thank you, Ryan. And that's what it takes is somebody to really step up and get behind this. And because sometimes you don't, obviously Ryan probably doesn't have the time. And I know you guys don't have the time either, but you're making it work.
Right.
But that's one thing. It takes time and money. You got to have both. You got to have both, and especially to put up some purses, $2,500 to win and $1,000 to win. I mean, heck, I think if we won like an NTPA Grand National class with our tractor, I think it's like $1,400 or $1,500.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
We have another guy that, company I say it's Regozo Contracting. He's out of Warrenton. He builds a lot of houses and stuff. So he actually kicked in a lot of money too. And he's actually going to be at the event giving out shirts. He's going to be there and showing everybody what he can do with houses and building them, and from ground up, he's going to be there.
If he needs a mortgage lender, Trey, you know a guy. Just
okay, all right, all right.
Hey, I'm not afraid to throw a shame. I got my Schultz mortgage team.
right.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That is awesome. Are you guys from Bowling Green? Is this your hometown?
No.
They both looked at each other like, should we be honest?
I live in a little bitty town about 20 minutes away, but I have a shop here in Bowling Green. So,
what town do you live in?
I live in Clarksville.
It's just fun to know towns because, like, we'll be driving around, like, oh yeah, so and so lives here, and I'll look at Kim and
It's a little bitty town
guy?
on the Mississippi River. So
nice. Trey,
it's in Pike County, and this is in Pike County, so this is my hometown fairgrounds. We always look forward to pulling here, and my shop's only actually a mile away from the fairgrounds, so it helps me out quite a bit. And then I take care of some farm ground about 3 or 4 miles away, so for tractors, equipment, and everything like that, it's very beneficial to be really close to it.
100%. Trey, where do you live, bud?
I actually live basically the next county over. I mean, kind of Warrenton kind of backs up. Warrenton County backs up the backside over here. It's probably about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes away, probably on the back road door there. Yeah, real close.
So would you say, as you're leading up to this event, like, have you met expectations on the truck count? And are you happy with everything so far? I know it's only Monday.
The truck count, if I can get off the phone enough, because I got to work for 11 years. I don't know if you do this or not, but my phone has been blowing up so bad that I ain't getting nothing done at work because everybody's like, "What's this? What's that?"
Yep.
And I've been telling everybody to bring them on in here, because it is a Cash Day shootout, so everybody's got to be thankful that we're pulling and that we're going to get to pull because some stuff they might not like on somebody's trucks. You know where that goes. And
oh yeah, aftermarket this and that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Why did you let them in the class?
Oh, and gas trucks, man. I mean, and there's certain classes you'll get I used to promote gas trucks in Richland Center, and oh boy, yeah. This header, that header, this manifold, and
yeah.
I remember, and I would just say, guys, I'm a tractor puller. I just want to go have fun.
Yeah, and
Shut up, run it.
The trucks, the people know the trucks, so like that's my buddies. You shouldn't let him in that class.
Right. Josh Gibson says you just forgot about Lincoln County, Trey.
Well, that actually butts up to the east of Pipe County over here.
Okay.
So yeah.
Is the fairgrounds? Is it run by a fair board or an independent fair association? Have they been good to work with?
Yeah, it's run by a fair board, and they brought it up in one of their meetings and said that they would do it as long as I took care of everything. So I actually got someone that wanted to do all the food and drinks. So, and I was going to bring in multiple people, and they said, we'll take care of all of it if you let us. So I said, hey, that's easier for me. And then I've spent the last couple of days, I had to move a whole bunch of blocks for the retaining wall, and I brush hogged and mowed and weed eated and took care of everything. The only thing we have left to do now is put up the PA system, and we're going to do that Friday night so that it's ready. And I think other than that, it's ready to go unless we were to get a bunch of rain, but then we will take care of that on Saturday.
Do you feel good about the crowd, Trey? Do you feel like the crowds that come out and watch?
Here's the thing about it. It's going to be cooler weather, so I don't know if somebody wants to put hoodies on or not. I mean, but if the weather checks out right, I think we're gonna have a good turnout.
Good. What would you be if Stormy? How many people through the gate would make you happy this first year? 1,000, 2,000?
I mean,
where do you need to be?
If 1,000 people came, I would be super happy about it. But with as many trucks and pullers as we have coming, I think they might make half of that. So
yeah,
I mean, it'd be nice. There's they call it the Color Fest in Louisiana, which is just a neighboring town, a little fall festival thing. So that could either help or hurt. It may keep people there, but that's more of a morning, early afternoon thing. So
okay.
We're kind of pushing for everybody. If you want to, go do that, and then in the evening you want to come do something, come out and check out some pulling from people all over.
Good deal. Well, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for coming on tonight. Trey, did we get everything that you wanted to talk about? You want to check your notes?
I mean, I think for the most part, like I said, those guys who's out there, I mean, we got some good trucks here in Missouri, so they're going to have to bring it. I mean, we got Creason Racing Engines right down the road here, and he's built some good motors over here. So, I mean, they're going to have to bring it. They're going to tell the motor builder, get on top of it.
Nice. Nice. Stormy, you got anything to sign off on?
No, I think that's it. I just want, like I said, everyone come from everywhere. Everyone enjoy it and have a good time. We told everybody if there's any disputes or anything, bring it up to us. But we hope that everyone just laughs and giggles, and most of the guys that are bringing the good running stuff know everyone else that has something pretty good running. So everyone, I mean, may have an idea what's going to happen, but our track's a little bit tighter down here too, so it may throw a wrench in things.
You have stuff to pick stuff off the track, Trey? And
We'll have skid loaders and all. We'll have more equipment than anybody ever wanted. Yeah.
Well, guys, for a first-year event, it sounds like it's got a lot of momentum. Thanks for working with us, Trey. We hope we got the word out for you, buddy. So
Yeah, if people don't make it this year, next year we're going to have more money and probably more trucks.
And
we're going to live stream it next year because I'm
we
going to know the date.
may try to get 2 sleds and you can bring some tractors in. So.
Yes.
Let's do it. Yeah, and if anybody wants to make a test hit on something, I'm sure they'll let you show up.
Oh yeah. Bring it on.
It may be late or early in the morning.
Yeah. Yes.
Our record is 3:30 in the morning at Diesels and Dark Corners a couple years ago, guys.
I pulled one time at 5:30 in the morning.
No way. Okay,
Yeah.
I got to know this. Where was this at?
Bowling Green, right?
Silent.
Oh yeah.
There was a little bitty pool in a little bitty town, and it was so crowded and so many people there.
Stuart.
And the sun was coming up, and I was loading my truck on the trailer.
That's nuts. I've done that drinking, but never pulling. So that's wild.
Well, I think one time in Bowling Green,
We pulled at 2 o'clock or something.
yeah, 2:00 in the morning. I think I'm going home. The sun was coming up.
Dalen Bell's asking about 3.0 trucks. No, right? 2.6 was your biggest?
No, next year we're if we get the 2 sleds, we're gonna have 3.0. We're probably gonna have even bigger than that. We'd like to get those guys running 3.6 Chargers or even bigger. We've got a guy local here, Keith Witt.
Yes,
in
American Pride, Crosswire.
We would love to have him here, and Tony Burkhardt and the guys at Dirty Hooker Diesel. We'd love to have all those guys here. So if we can get 2 sleds, we're going to try to bring everybody.
That's awesome. I love it. You guys keep up the positive energy and just don't let anybody shoot anybody this weekend, okay?
Okay.
So good deal.
All right.
All right, we're going to let you guys go.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Trey.
Okay,
Thanks, Stormy.
And I might see you at Zanewood.
All right, we'll see you.
Zellwood. Yeah.
Selwood.
I knew what you meant, Trey. That's at Missouri.
Yeah.
See you, bud.
See you.
All right.
All right,
Thanks.
thank you.
Bye.
Good luck.
Trey and Stormy are putting on a truck pull in Bowling Green, Missouri this week. Here's our regular start time. Hi, Randy Fishbaugh.
Hey, how are you? How was everybody's week? Everybody have a
Good.
great week?
Yeah, we got Chad Mayhill and I think Kyler back in makeup. Chad needs a little more makeup. We're going to let him back there for another minute. Got a great
Got
show
it.
planned for you tonight. We started a little bit earlier tonight. Bowling Green, Missouri. It's an event that they reached out to us to help us promote. Trey and Stormy. I'm pumped for them. I met Trey a couple years ago down in Zellwood, and then we saw him somewhere else. No,
I met him in Lebanon.
it's that indoor pool
Yeah.
where the fumes almost killed you
And,
guys.
just not that close.
Yeah, Trey knows. I can see him laughing in the background. So
Yeah.
well, anyway, I don't know. It's a great to be back on a Monday night. Last Monday, Kenzie and I were in Lancaster, Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio. Doing
How
a
did
little
that?
streaming.
How did that go?
It was a neat poll.
Marvin brought us coffee.
Yeah, Marvin brought us coffee, so we appreciated that.
Awesome.
Beautiful area. There's a big cliff. Chris Kilbarger watches all of our podcasts. There's a big cliff or a big rock that people sit up on way up in the air. Randy, I wish Chandler would have been with us because we would have sent the drone up there and got video of them. But
Absolutely.
nice, beautiful fair. They ran classic super stocks,
Supers.
2-wheelers. Mayhill was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mods, and I'm missing the
Light
class.
pros.
And light pros.
Like pros, yeah.
And that was the last region hook of the year. So it was good. Happy to do that. Logan, how was your week, buddy?
It was a good week. Got out of school early, fall break kind of deal. So spent a lot of time there in the shop, more time than I knew what to do with. But no,
I never heard of this fall break thing. Like
parent
until we went to
conferences.
we went to Tennessee last week or a year ago, and they had fall break. And then last weekend we were down in Aonia, Georgia, with the Southern Pullers, and they had a fall break. I'm like, what's this fall break thing? So
I don't know. It's less days. It's more days that I'm actually learning stuff. We'll put it that way.
you're actually working, yeah. So, well, Randy or Logan, who's running the Mayhill interview? I want to.
Oh,
This is
whatever.
Randy's idea.
This is
Oh,
Randy's
sure.
idea. Nice.
Randall.
Sure.
Let's bring on Chad and Kyler. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's blame
I
it
think
on
it's
Randy.
Kyler. I hope it's Kyler. Yeah, that
It
was
is Kyler.
Yep.
Yeah. Mr. Mayhill, how are you this evening?
Good. How are you guys?
Real good. Real good.
Real good.
Real good. Yeah. So what's been happening in your world, Chad? I hear you got some new ventures going in life, huh? New tires, new pulling vehicles, anything like that going on?
We acquired Pro Polar tires here about 2 weeks ago, I guess now. Partnered up with Mark Hawthorne on it and see what we can do. see if we can get them back on the pulling circuit.
So what really goes into? I mean, you have your own award-winning tires, and quite frankly, it's one of our only tires that we trust and we run day in and day out. But what really goes into getting a new line of tires in?
The nicest thing with the Pro Polar deal, believe it or not, if I would go to meetings like with Aaron and Bruce, it's the same salesman, the same rep that I've got for the Mayhill line. So like we've already got a pretty good friendship and relationship built on that side of it. So it kind of played it right in our wheel box. So, we got a few changes projected, what we want to get done, hopefully get them on the track for the first of the year and see if we can make it a better product. So
when
Chad, go ahead,
ahead,
Logan.
Randy.
No, go ahead, Logan.
Okay. So when we're talking your Pro Polars, what sizes of tires and what classes are those being manufactured for?
18.438s is the smallest, clear up to the 30.5 32s. The 24.5 world is probably, it's going to be 4 or 5 to 1, to the 30.5. 20.8's a pretty big deal around here with the hot farm class. Your 466 class up in Wisconsin there. That tire has kind of taken over, the 20.8 world actually.
So now I believe, if my notes are right, you cover every single tire size from a 31 or a 34 all the way up to your big 30.5 tires, correct?
Yeah, we've actually got a 2612 with 12.
Okay.
And that was originally the Dixie back years ago, and I could do some changes and try to make it better, but there's so much competition in that little tire business in between Nichols and Vogel and the lawn techs. There's not much meat left on the bone, so we just kind of leave that alone, I guess. So stick with what we know.
Yep.
So Chad, like what's the time frame on that? So when you call and order a set of tires to, from production back to you, what's the time frame on that? From the time you order them to the time you get back till they hit the track.
We try to warehouse a great deal of it to where you can pick up the phone and we got it.
Sure.
Where if we got to mess with STA for manufacturing side of it before we get it, there's generally 30 days out and we'll have product. There's times of the year where we're 2 and 3 months behind because we can't get our head above water. But, like this time of the year, it ain't terrible. But it's nice to work at a nice pace just to, you ain't killing yourself and the guys on top of it. So.
Right. So are the new tires, are they coming as slicks, or are they going to have a groove in them with the predetermined degree of angle on them? Because that's becoming a pretty big deal, isn't it? Number like bar counts and angle of bars.
Yeah, like on the 24.5s, we either have a 48 lug or a 52 lug. A bar angle change is not that big of a deal. Just set up and it's we can do that almost quicker than we can rebar a set of tires, I guess, to save for like a me toss. So
right. But then the last 4 or 5 years, that's really become a pretty big deal. You had to keep up on all that kind of stuff, haven't you, Chad? For the angle and maybe the lug count, and that's changed quite a bit the last few years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. We went from 48 lugs to 60 plus here the last couple of years. That's and a lot of it depends on what's got for wheel speed. I was really impressed with Dean Hollick. He put a pair of Simon's old Pro Stock tires on his 4.1 and went to Nashville. And, the first day kind of had a bad deal with a chain twisted on the second drawbar and didn't go very far or do anything. And he was pretty upset. And the next day he goes out and wins by 10 feet. And it kind of surprised me because I didn't know if that'd even work in the 4.1 class. But Dean seemed to make it work really well.
Right. Remember back in the day here, it's probably been longer ago than we realized or than I realized, but remember back in the day when we had the old single cuts, everybody wanted single cuts to go to Louisville, and then a few of them ran them outside, but from the old single cut days to the 60, the 60 lug double car. It's a hell of a change in the tire world, hasn't it?
Yeah, it seems like we just keep adding more lugs and less bar height, and it goes farther. So
Yep, sure does. Absolutely. For sure. So you got any you gonna let your sidekick there do a little more driving this summer?
Well, no, now it's my turn, Randy.
Oh, okay, go right ahead.
So Kyler got to drive his first
Yes.
legal pull, I like to say it. And he got to drive at Georgetown, Ohio in the past. Not that Larry Rich trying to let anybody pull, but he'll let anybody pull.
He'll let anyone pull.
So I got to see we were in Centerville.
Yeah.
So I interviewed Kyler on full pull. He did really good. And I made him make a bet with his dad that whoever lost had to do 10 push-ups. So we got Kyler's winning run in Centerville. And he won an NTPA region hook. So it wasn't like he was out there just beating out a bunch of pro street guys. He actually pulled against other super modified dual drive truck pullers, got the win. And then we have Chad doing 10 push-ups. And they weren't that bad. His butt was up a little bit, but I don't know if I could knock out 10 push-ups right now either. So Kyler, what was it like driving? I mean, you've grown up around this sport, but what's it like getting a win the first time out?
It's a different experience. It's a big learning moment.
Yeah. What's the best thing your dad's ever taught you?
Say that again.
What's the best thing your dad's ever taught you? Like one thing you remember that, like you'll be 35 in 20 years or in 19 and you'll be like, man, dad always said this. Like, what are some life lessons because your dad works hard. What's some things he's taught you?
Stay away from Jeff Hurt. That's what he told him.
Okay. After that, what else?
Mainly not to be stupid.
Not to be stupid. Good life advice. So, what's he say when you do stupid things, Kyler?
You win stupid prizes.
That should be. I need hope. That's a new T-shirt for next year.
Yeah.
You do stupid things, you win stupid prizes. That's like Randy doing Randy things. I like
That's
that.
right. That's right.
Kyler, did you feel good about your setup heading into Centerville on was it Saturday night that they showed up? Yeah. Did you feel good about the setup and the track? Did you think you had a chance to win?
I didn't think I had a chance to win behind P5. It's a pretty good running truck, but it's had a problem for the last couple of runs. I was pretty confident in my setup.
Good deal.
Thanks to my
Well,
dad, but
let's watch this video if that's cool, okay? Great pass, Kyler. Great pass. Sorry about the camera going in the air there. I got a little excited. I was running a starting lane camera there. So, Chad, watching you back Kyler in like you were, I still get goosebumps. I think of that. I do this tractor pull and stuff because of my dad. And to watch you and Kyler have that moment together, and I'm not super emotional, but that kind of stuff gets me, makes me, it jerks on the old emotional strings, Chad. Thank you for that. So
Yeah. There's no better feeling than doing it with a son or a dad or whatever like that. I feel that it's a very, very big family sport. Truck pulling kind of brings 3 or 4 families together pretty close in between the Petro family and the Shaneman family and that and the Frazier family. So it's we live and breathe it 365 days a year. So
yep.
So what's it like giving up the keys to your own truck to your son here?
Well, it's a good thing Jesse likes me and gives me a couple trucks to drive.
Sitting
Go
there
ahead,
watching
David.
that video really stuck out. The discipline, the throttle control, and the responsibility behind driving that truck. So, Kyler, my hat's off to you. That was a good pass you had there.
Thank you.
So Chad did lose the bet, and I'd like to. We were going to show a video of this is 29 seconds of fame for Chad Mayhill doing some push-ups on the stage there. So, and this was on the live stream as well. So
had to do 10 push-ups in his fire suit on camera here. So Chad Mayhill now having to do 10 push-ups here on the full live stream here tonight. Let's count them out.
do it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Put your butt down, Mayhill.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How about it right there? Give it up for the Mayhill team 1 and 2 here this evening.
That Matt McNult's a good announcer. His dad's tractor is the one, that super farm that blew to smithereens up in Hillsdale, Michigan, but he's a good announcer. We got to listen to him a lot this summer with Full Pull Live. We're covering some regional. How many people commented on your push-ups, Chad, since then?
There's a lot of them that's been giving me heck about it.
Yeah. That's a good safe bet, though. We didn't make you get a tattoo or anything like that. So
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get the little shit back though. He goes around and tells everybody, go ahead and tell him, Kyler, what you tell him.
He's friends with Owen.
What'd he say?
He's friends with Owen.
I don't know what that means.
He's 0-4 against me.
Oh, he's 0-4. I thought he said he's friends with Owen, and I'm like, who is Owen?
Well, I am. That's the line there, Schultz.
Yeah, it is. I like it. I like it. We have to set it up on Full Pull Picks next time you guys run against each other. Just head to head. I got to talk to the people at Full Pull Picks and just do Kyler versus Chad and see where the cash goes. That's funny. Kelly Shaneman had a comment there. Kyler, would you like to address this publicly on air? Quit breaking valve train parts, Kyler. ... Laughy face. What's we all love a Kelly. She's a hoot. What do we got going on there, Kyler?
They're not nice to me. I'm nice to them.
That is fair enough. Kyler, do you work at CM Pulling Tires?
During like the summer and like after school usually.
Yeah. What do you do there for Dad?
Pretty much everything or anything that he needs me to.
Yeah, fair enough. So what's your official job title at CM Pulling Tires, Kyler?
I don't have one really.
Okay. You're your dad's bitch.
Cheap labor.
That's what he meant.
That's correct.
Chris Kilbarger summed it up perfect. This this is fun. He's friends with Owen. And far. So I try to wear earplugs, guys. I have every intention of getting earplugs, but I always get out the camera and I forget it. And then you get up next to the trucks and with those headers and mods and stuff like that. So yes, I am deaf. But I'm gonna ride with it.
So, Kyler, was that growing up in the sport? Was your first trip down the track in a two-wheeler, or did your dad start you off any lighter?
I started when I was 4 in a garden tractor. And
I can still proudly say we still have the garden tractor we bought from your dad many, many years ago. That old Alice. That sucker still runs good. But no, looking at you growing up through the two-wheelers and then now this, when are we going to see this happen?
The funny story is we owned that at one time.
I do remember seeing on a PPL entry list that there was a Mayhill Petro combination mini at one point in time.
Yeah, that was originally the Gaunt that had the Pro
Charger on it.
That's good.
And I had bought that. Well, a few years ago, I was a little skinnier than I was, but a little bit more mini rod friendly. And Jeff Hurt had known that I purchased it and was on me for months. And he's like, I want to take the thing to Hillsboro this like middle of July. And I said, it ain't for sale, Jeff. And he's like, oh, no, I want it. And finally, at the last minute, I said, I'll tell you what, RJ's got Old Blue for sale. I said, you go buy it and we'll trade even up to the same dollar figures what I got in that thing. And that's how we ended up with Old Blue and never really had desire to put it together until it was Joe Shane and I sitting around drinking beer one night and decided that you got a motor, I got a chassis, let's put this deal together. So
yeah,
that's how we switched from mini to two-wheel.
That's how a lot of pulling stories are. You're sitting around drinking beer one night, and next thing we know, we have a pulling tractor or a pulling truck or a new friend or something like that. So
what would it take to get one you guys back in the mini class, or into the mini class? Let's say.
Chad, I need to lose some weight. I'll do a diet challenge with you. So
If I'd probably just quit drinking beer, it'd be a big change.
yeah. You drink ultras, don't you? I think that's pretty simple.
Yeah, but when you get your 2,000 calories a day out of ultra, that don't help.
Okay, fair enough. That leaves you no room for Randy's pizza.
Yeah.
No,
sure.
I was watching there, and just being able to sit on the line for 30 seconds and not have to worry about draining all the fuel out of your fuel tank. That's a lot right there.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to see that Kyler's getting involved with it, and you're continuing your good luck. I mean, you got third out of the tough running PPL bunch. And I think that speaks a lot right there to the tire technology and what you guys are really developing there at CM Poland Tires.
Yeah, we had a real good year with two-time, and we kind of went out of our element of the MBR world and kind of teamed up with the Richardson bunch and put in 4.9 Noonan in it. Quite a bit different to drive, but was getting a pretty good handle on it there at the end. Actually won a couple poles with it. So Macon, Missouri the Friday night, and then Friday night at Mount Sterling, Illinois. So had a awesome year. So
do you think over, let's say, the past 10 years that the driving of a two-wheeler has changed from guys walking it way out to 100 foot to now, with the tracks being a lot tighter and more moisture, that they're getting on them a lot quicker?
I think there's something to be said with being a very aggressive driver to where it does hike the pan up on the sled and runs with it a far distance. And that's one thing that kind of struggle with a little bit on our side of things. But, I think the tire world has changed it. Jesse and I talk about this very often, that, you can be a hero one night and a zero the next night and not really mess your setup up terrible. But it seems like the tire it's bigger and it's better and that kind of stuff, but it's not forgiving as what it was with the old setup. So, and I don't know what we change or what we do different to make it hit harder, I guess. I don't know.
So comparing it, not getting into specifics, but for the general person, comparing a tire from 2025 to a tire from 2010, 2015, just baseline, what's kind of different? What's changed over these past couple years?
So in the end of 22, the two-wheel drive class kind of got flipped upside down, honestly, with Nichols coming out, and then we had to, adapt our mold to be a wider carcass to begin with. In 2017, I purchased Pioneer Tire Supply, which was the original Dick CPEC, and we had changed factories to try to make a better product. Still at STA, but just the process has changed. And when that happened, it really messed up the mini rod class terrible. And, we didn't know it going into what we was doing. We was just trying to make something better and last longer, that kind of stuff. And the way the process is, it changed from a sheet mold process to a strip mold. Well, the strip mold's got to be a lot thicker to bond everything together, because it's only like 3/4 inch strips. Well, that added a tremendous amount of weight. The two-wheel drives added probably 20 to 25 pounds at that time. And with that being said, we struggled in 2019 pretty hard when I done all that changing on the two wheels. And Jesse and I have arguments back and forth. You're being too aggressive. You're doing this. You're doing that. Well, what initially the truck was doing, it was leaving the starting line not hooked up, and then 150 had set on the wheelie bars, and like I blowed the tires off it. Well, realistically, what it was, the tire was never hooked. It was never setting until then, and then it was trying to play catch up. So, we put a lot into it when we, made a wider carcass, because we already knew the setup on what the tire construction was, except for it got an inch and 3/4 wider or whatever. So, I like to say, I don't think the biggest thing was the construction process had changed in there, but it was for the better. Just, it's like anything, when Polar 2000s come out on the 30s, none of the mod guys liked them the first couple of years because they couldn't figure out how to turn them. And then once they figured out to slow the gear down and do this and that, then they got there.
So talking in a given year, round numbers, and whatever metric we want to use, pounds of rubber or tire pairs, how many pairs of tires do you sell, see, resharpen in a year?
I honestly have never sat down and really figured it up. At our business, we do roughly 15 pairs of big tires a week, depending if it's resharpens or, new. Of course, if it's new, we don't get that many done, but we sell probably 250 automobile or semi tires a month also. So I've never sat down and just calculated everything up to know where it's at, I guess, to speak of.
That's a lot of rubber, though, no matter how you look at it. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, we called the warehouse the rubber house. There's probably close to 1,000 tires in there, I'd say.
Wow. That's a lot. I feel like Chad Tires the last 4 or 5 years I feel like everybody has, if you have the cash, you have access to the best parts now, and I feel like tires really are the game changer, if that's the right word I'm looking for. I think the game changer is going to be one of our next guests from North Carolina for the state fair this weekend. But I feel like, did you see it, Chad? Like when I ran my limited pro, man, somebody tried a new set of tires, they'd win a couple pulls and boom, we all had to go get parks, or we all had to get this, or is that similar in the truck classes as well?
Yeah, there's a lot of monkey see, monkey do type things.
Yep.
And that kind of goes back to the Pro Polar over the Parks deal. That the last few years we hadn't sold very many Pro Polars, so it kind of made Parks's play right into its favor of, fresh sidewalls go a long ways. And years and years ago, I can remember Lance Little tell me when I want a new pair of tires, go to Louisville. And, he didn't have probably 20 runs on what he had, but his feeling was he'd go down there and buy a win. And, new tires would make that official. So, and it's kind of the same case today. I mean, if you're struggling with something, the first biggest part of the vehicle is a pair of tires, except for the sheet metal or the body. So,
yep.
It's the thing that gets finger pointed at the most too. So
that's so true. That is so true. Randy, we got to let Chad and Kyler go. Thanks for coming on there. But Randy, you wrap up. I want the famous Randy questions. You've been too quiet so far tonight.
No, I just had a couple things. I just want to ask Chad. I know he's been pulling. He's been around a long time, and he ran the sleds for quite a while. And I just want to tell a little story. When I remember the first time I ever met Chad Mayhill, we were walking side by side, wee hours of the morning in Indianapolis, Indiana. Chad will contest to this. He walks up to me and he says, "When am I going to get that sled at your event?" And I said, "I don't think so, Chad. It's just too much. I can't do it." And wasn't but a month or so later, my sled guy, just something happened. And so I had to call Chad, and we've been good friends ever since. That was probably 20 years ago or so. Don't you think, Chad?
Yeah, it was probably early 2000s, somewhere in there, or 2008, I guess, when I got in the sled. So it's probably that year, next year after that. So what we used to go back, what was a campground there, Wackerville or something like that?
Yeah.
Wackerville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd go to Wackerville and get all sauced up, and then we'd put porta-johns on the back of Christmas trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a good time.
I think Jeff Hurt was driving the payloader that night, if I was mistaken.
I believe you are correct. Yeah, we were all giving hand signals there. That was something there.
We'd really hit the back of the trailer. Smitty'd been there in a hurry.
Yeah. Smitty had a whole different outlook on life the next morning when he seen that porta-john up there.
He realized he was in a pretty shitty environment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's we had a lot of fun up there at that fairgrounds for sure. A lot of years Chad was there with the sled with me. So that's the only that's one of them stories that I can tell that we can all laugh about, that we can tell out loud, Schultz. So
where are we gonna see you around next? Are you planning on sending your stuff into the farm show? Where are we gonna see you next?
Yeah, we sent in a couple entries, two-timing and blue. Myself and two-timing and Joe Shaneman and blue. Kyler next year, hopefully can get up there in the points or whatever, have a shot to go. I just figured we'd keep Joe in it for this year since Kyler only got a few outings with it. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably end up seeing you guys down there at the PPL banquet one way or another. We'll have to all make a big dinner or something. But
we'll be there on Friday night, probably going to Joe's Crab Shack as normal.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. We missed out on that last year, but no. So anyone wanting to get a hold of you for tires, where do they go? And kind of round this out there, Chad.
You can check us out on Facebook, or my cell phone number is 574-297-1284.
All righty.
Awesome.
There you go. Well, that's all
thanks
I've
for
got.
everything. Kyler, congrats on your win, and I hope many more. And 0-4, Owen. I'm gonna call Owen. That's his new name.
Yeah.
Kyler, your new name is Owen. Or no, Chad should just be 0-4. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. I got an idea. So.
Hey, sounds
Tyler,
good.
bring
Thanks.
your fire suit sometime, and we'll stick you in a mini if your dad doesn't want to let you do that.
Well, he might be on the PPL circuit with us here next summer. I can't give him up to go run region. I need a crew guy, so we might just have to put him in a truck on PPL with me. So
perfect.
Might just have to. Well, Chad, Kyler, thank you very much for coming on.
Yes, thanks for having us.
It was a good
Thanks,
time.
guys.
Yep. See you guys.
Yep,
Awesome.
thanks, Chad. Have a great evening.
You too.
All right. There's old Blue.
Yeah.
Got to see Kyler win. I love that father-son stuff there.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun for sure.
Well, they disappeared, and I don't
Yeah.
know what. I don't know. Let me check my notes on what we're doing next here.
Where'd they disappear to, Logan?
Hey!
Hey,
Normally that's my fault, but that was Kenzie's
Yeah,
fault.
that was
I just want to be clear. So
Oh, blame
Ken's.
Kinsey.
Sure, blame Kenzie.
Sure.
it's all good.
Sure.
So what do we got going next here, Jason?
North Carolina State Fair, red dirt clay that takes horsepower. Raleigh, got to go out there. This is my third year, I think. Is it? I went out there a couple years ago.
Yeah, so
I got to announce with Bert the first year, and we went out and live streamed it. And Bert and I had a Krispy Kreme bacon cheeseburger sandwich. It was like I gave the kid a $50 bill. I said I want the change, and he came back with 2 burgers and I think like $8. I looked at Bert and said, "What in the North Carolina State Fair is happening here?" I forgot how expensive.
I know I talked to Randy a couple times throughout this week, gossiping about whatever else is going on through polling organizations and whatever we could get our hands onto. But Randy's like, it all went back to that North Carolina State Fair.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
we had a lot
Let's
of fun
bring on.
down
We
there.
let's bring on Bert first, and he's got a couple guests. Bert Forbes, what's up, buddy?
What's happening, y'all? Y'all having a good night?
Yeah, we
Yes,
are.
sir.
We are. So Bert will be live streaming the fair on Full Pull Live for us. He is our East Coast live streamer, and Bert's been a friend of mine now for a couple years. He's been working with us at Full Pull Live. He's got his video board business now, and typical Jason Schultz fashion, I text him 3 hours. He goes, "Hey, you're coming on the podcast tonight." I knew.
Yeah.
I knew on Friday. Because Logan was texting me on Friday. I knew on Friday, but then we got the Aonia, and I pretended to be busy while Mackenzie was doing all the actual work. People that watch us know that. And then I forgot to text Bert. And next thing you know, it's Monday, and here we are. So Bert, North Carolina State Fair, Raleigh. I mean, is this kind of this is the biggest thing in North Carolina, right? There's nothing bigger than this for pulling, is there?
It is. It's the biggest show of the year. This is the 50th anniversary of the North Carolina State Fair. And like he said, there's nothing like the State Fair because it gets, for us here in the South, we deal with 90, 100-degree weather all, summer long. And then we get to the State Fair and it's like somebody just turned the temperature down. Temperature gets perfect. Highs will be like in the 60s. It'll be cool and crisp. You got the State Fair food and you got tractor pulling. So there's nothing better than that. So, and the thing about it is United Pullers finished their season off. We got Region 4 points and also, the UPOC championship. And we're going to be talking to a couple of guys here tonight that in some of their classes, there's only 1 or 2 points. So it all comes down to the last hook. And some of these guys will pull Friday and Saturday, some are Saturday and Sunday. And, it's going to come down to the last hook. So this is where points are going to finish up here. And the other thing is the championship belt. They're doing something different this year. Lumberton Cody did the ring for Lumberton, and now they're doing a championship wrestling belt. If you get the combined total distance, the winning distances for the weekend. So that's something else they've added into this show. And like you said, Schultz, it's just the atmosphere gets crazy and everybody has a good time. So,
I've never seen that many people at a state fair in my life. I mean, granted, I'm an Iowa kid, and the Iowa State Fair is huge, but dude, Raleigh, like just going to get something to eat, it's like it's wild.
It's 30 minutes, 45 minutes just to go get a slice of pizza. That's
I
how
took
busy
the
it
starting
is.
line camera out into the crowd at the state fair last year. I'll have Kenzie look for that in Full Pull Live. We'll show that a little bit. Who you got? We got Screwed Up Buck and Makeup, and we got, is it Pickler, I think?
Yeah, we got John Pickler and DJ Stevens are joining us here tonight.
Is Pickler the always guy that throws corn out on the track?
Yep, that's it. He does that for his son.
That's
yeah.
why people make fun of the South. You know that, Bert, right?
Yeah, we get picked on a little bit.
No, there's a story. There's a story behind that at all. So let's bring on the guest, Kenzie, and then let's let Bert take over. So there's John. Okay, there's the Screwed Up Buck guys. And there's John.
There's DJ and Ed Stevens and John Pickler hanging out with us here tonight. And, the biggest thing I want to start off, and Kenzie, if you can bring it up, let's just do the intro commercial for the state fair, if you don't mind, because that kind of explains how crazy and exciting that show is.
Celebrating 50 years at the North Carolina State Fair, the National Tractor Pullers Association and the United Pullers of the Carolinas present the Southern Showdown. October 17th through the 19th. All of your favorite classes will be there. Light Pros, Pro Street Diesels, Mini Modifieds, and much more. Competitors from all over will come to Raleigh to win the Southern Showdown Championship belt. Watch it live on Full Pull Live. We will see you at the fair.
Nice video, Bert. You the man. You the man, Bert. I like it.
I play around with a little bit of stuff here and there, but I'm going to bring DJ in first because DJ put on his first, DJ and Ed, and there was a whole Brad Gautier, there was a whole crowd of guys in there that put on their first show here in Mount Olive this year. That was the first hook for the United Pullers season. And, DJ, you ended up winning your first hook or winning the first pull of the year at your hometown track. There can be nothing better than that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's it?
Well, and he was a lot more excited in the interview. I should have sent that over. But let's talk about this Pro Farm class a little bit. And this Pro Farm class here in North Carolina is a little different than it is in other parts of the country. But one of the challenges in that class is you run skinny tires, you run big tires, and we're going to talk to Pickler here in a little bit about that a little bit because they've been playing with some stuff. But that's a tough class. And Zachy missed out, I think, on the first two hooks and couldn't get in the start of the season. You win in the first hook, you're sitting in third place in points right now, but Darren's still in the lead. It's going to come down to these last couple of hooks at the NC State Fair.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that Dustin Bostic, he slipped in there the last couple of weeks. He's a tough one also. But the whole class is tough pretty much. It's a really good class. I like it.
Well, you always see about the red and the green, and we've got a couple of blues in there too. With Brooke Grantham with that Ford that he's got. So what do you think is your toughest competitor right now? Darren's in the lead, but has Zachy come back and is he trying to work his way back up for next season?
Well, it's like I told you, red and blue make green. And so it's kind of a hard thing to say which is the toughest. It's just a class in general because on any given day, if you slip, you're going to be in the back. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, we look at it, and it's really been Darren has really stepped up throughout the year. We talked about Dustin Bostic too, and he's got a light pro he's brought on. But DJ, you've been solid all year long, no doubt about it. Let's talk about a little bit about your first, this being Mount Olive, your first show. Y'all were only 2 weeks out, and you had to put all this together, changing it from an antique track to a full-fledged pulling track. Tell us a little bit about what went on with that.
Well, it's actually our hometown cat paw track, Carolina Antique Pullers Association. And Ed's actually one of the 5 founding fathers of the cat paw organization and actually built that yellow sled back in the 90s. But back then, you know, my job was, hey, you pick this up or you just get out of the way. You know, that was my job back then. And so it kind of worked out great. But so he helped organize that with 5 of his buddies, or 4 of his buddies rather. And they built the sled. We're 6 miles from home. It works great. You know, we started the Alder Farm class over there. We really liked it, but we wanted to have a pool close to home, and we wanted to have something to bring back to the county because we used to have it at our local fairgrounds, but that just didn't work out as a venue at this point in time. And so we decided to have it there. The college stepped in, the University of Minola stepped in and said, hey, we want to be part of it. We're going to take the reins here. And so what they actually done was took what money we raised and created a scholarship for the ag department. And so next year they're going to take, or actually this year, the 2026 year, they will take what we raised, put toward a scholarship. We're going to have another pool is what we're saying in 26 that will go toward the 27 scholarship. So it's actually a great deal, but we had to convert it from an antique track to an NTPA track in 2 weeks. And so that was a little bit fun, you know, to get ready for that and get the tractors ready and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. You know, you know how tractor pulling is. You get everything ready the night before. And so that's kind of what we tried to do because we don't know how to do it any other way.
But pullers don't do that at all, do they? They don't wait till the last second to fix anything.
No.
But yeah, we got a little state fair there. That's a little replay. That's NC State Fair. Oh yeah, that was a header pipes that broke off. We've had a lot of carnage this year, but that was last year going down the track. I think she's trying to find where he went to the fair.
We're just letting it play. We're just going to show this in the background so people see how great the fair is. You guys keep chatting.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you look at the fair, and that's always kind of the last hoorah for the United Pullers. And it's a big facility. It's, you know, plenty of room. The Pullers, it's a little bit of a challenge to get up there, but the track's always a power track, and we're looking at some light forward drives running here, and huge crowd always, no doubt about it, at the NC State Fair. So, DJ, what are you looking forward to here at the NC State Fair this year?
Just a fair in general, because there again, I mean, like you say, it's a great venue, great track. Ed actually went to state, so I mean, we love going to state and pulling. It's just, it is what it is. It's a great place. I mean, and like you say, the crowds. If you've never been to Eastern North Carolina, come on down, check it out. You will not forget it. I promise.
Yeah, I mean, the crowds there, I mean, there's been on Saturday nights. I know the last year, in fact, me and Schultz announced together. I bet you there was 5,000-6,000 people just sitting in the stands, and they hung out till the very end. So definitely the fair is one of those venues. So, and you're sitting in points, you're sitting in third right now. Do you think there's a chance you can get up in second? Hold on. I can actually tell you how far you're out. You're 6 points out right now.
I told Ed the other night, I said, when we go to the state fair, I said, we're going to run it. And so it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, but we're going to shoot for it.
But hey, Bert, I did tell him last weekend to be real easy on it at Statesville, so it would last till the state fair.
Yeah, everybody wants to make that last hook at the NC State Fair. And we have a blast up there, and I'm excited this year to be doing the live stream. And we got some people that hopefully we might even get a few special guests show up for us this year, also working on that too. But, and I'm going to let's bring Pickler in on this a little bit too. Pickler, if Mackenzie doesn't mind, can you bring up that video I had? Oh, that's me running my mouth again. Can you bring up that video from Lumberton? That was actually a live in Lumberton. It would talk about a little bit. You ended up second place right behind Jimmy Johnson. Had a fantastic run, and I mean it was just. But she ended up burning the piston, I believe, or had a little bit of engine damage. Do you have that back ready for the NC State Fair?
We are in the process of putting it back together tomorrow. We got all the parts. and it's just like wait. DJ said, "Well, wait to the last minute," but we still got 2 days, and Jimmy Johnson does our motors, so he says we'll be at the state fair. So we're making plans to have both vehicles there. Yes, sir.
Bert, do you want that video now?
Yeah, if you can pull that up, and
And we have.
Yeah, you were right behind JJ on that one.
Yeah, I really thought we had him covered. He was the last one to come, and that got me put a foot on me. But anyway, we had a big time, and we beat some good hot rods down there, Bert. You know, so I don't know. We running Mayhill tires, and I think we were the only one in the class on Mayhill tires that night. So I know Chad was on there a while ago, so we got almost a new set on for them. Well, they've got 3 hooks on them, so we're gonna see what they're gonna do with that red clay at Raleigh.
So let's bring in the pro forms. You know, we got DJ here. He runs in that pro form class, and you run in it also, or your son does. Wyatt does. Y'all been trying a little bit of different tire sizes. Explain to everybody down here what 2 different tires or the different tire combinations you can run here in North Carolina with that pro form class.
We can run anything 20.8, 38, and that includes the new style tires coming with, you know, Mayhill, Hawthorne, and we also can run.
What's up with her?
Lower 2000 24.5s. So we've got 24.5s on right now. We had been running the Firestone, just a regular 20.8 radial, and that's been doing pretty good to us, but we're getting some bounce. I can't get the bounce out of it. I've tried different tire pressures and whatnot. So, but I like the 20.8s. It puts us in a different gear ratio, and it speeds us up if you got it up under the hood to pull it, you know. So that's where we're at. We're gonna run the 24.5s this weekend. We missed the first 3 pulls of the year, so we've been doing some R&D work the rest of the year. So we're trying to find out. We're looking forward to 26 with the tractor.
Well, Wyatt, no doubt, has definitely had is getting a lot more driving experience, and he's getting a lot more comfortable in the seat. And you can see it every weekend. He's making that tractor, it gets better and better and better, and you can tell he's a lot more comfortable in the seat.
Wyatt's come a long ways with the tractor. He really has. And I pick with him each week. I said, "Is it this? Can I drive it this week? Can I drive?" Oh no. I've been kicked off to the side, you know. The only time I get to drive, I get to pull it in the trailer when we load it to go home, you know. So, but we have a big time, and I'll be honest with you, Bert, and everybody listening, I'd rather watch him drive it than me drive it. You know, I get a kick out of that, you know. You get a kick out of your kid doing something that you enjoy and you've done over the years, you know.
Well, you know, and is that why you had to bring the 2-wheel drive out, because you lost your ride?
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah. He wanted me to have something to participate with also with him, and I knew a little bit about 2-wheel drives, and I said, and I meant a little bit. And some nights it's very humbling that I know anything about them. So, no, it's completely 2 different animals, you know, in the cage. But we have a lot of fun with a 2-wheeler. We like to make noise. We like horsepower, but we also like smoke too. So I guess I'm crazy enough to try both of them.
Yeah, well, that's good. You're going to be back, and I know that 2-wheel drive class is going to be stout when it comes to the NC State Fair, because it always is. You know, you got to look out for the leaves. But now we've had some guys out of Georgia that have kind of snuck up, and David Carlton in the points battle in that class. So that's, in fact, I'm pulling those up right now. Yeah, David Carlson sitting number 1, Brandon sitting number 2, Cole Altman's right there behind him. So, and Jimmy Johnson sitting in 4th. You know, so that's a tough class. And you look at that class, it's almost like the Pro Farms now. It's anybody's ball game when it comes to two-wheel drives. Who's going to win that night?
Oh, it's a strong class. And when we come to Raleigh, you look for the Wilsons to show up. I mean, those guys out of Georgia, man, that's good stuff. So, and then you got David Carlton. It's going to be a stacked class, you know, for Friday and Saturday nights. It's going to be whoever wins that, they'll earn it. Yes, sir.
Well, that championship belt, is that something you're looking for? Would you like to win that this year?
Of course. Oh, yeah. I like people that know me. I don't like to run 5th and 6th, man. We going up to the front. We can go to the front. And that run at Lumberton, from where I was sitting, man, we're going to be in the throttle. We're going to send it if it'll go. So my motto is bend it and send it. So let's go with it.
Well, I mean, obviously you weren't too scared of it because you didn't back out at all on that run. At all. I mean, you stayed in it the whole time.
No, where I was sitting, I really thought it was fuel. I didn't know that we had burned a piston in the oil at that time. I knew I was blowing some smoke, but during that 7 to 8 seconds, there's a lot going on, and it looked like fuel from where I was sitting. So, but it didn't matter if it had been smoke. If the wheels are still turning, we got to turn them, you know.
I like that motto. I like that motto a lot. So what's your game plan? Do you have, you know, over the winter, do you have any big plans on the 2-wheel drive?
Not really on the 2-wheel drive. Other we got to freshen everything up. We looking at maybe a new supercharger on it. Let's just see how she lives at Raleigh. You know, I've been down the track 3 times this year, and we've had to rebuild the motor 3 times. So,
oh my goodness,
yeah,
isn't pulling so much fun?
Oh, it's nothing like it, Jason. You know, I tell people, some of my friends and kids that gets married, and I say, look, when somebody asks you about married life, you always say there's nothing like it. Well, that covers a lot of things, and that relates in tractor pulling also. There's nothing like it, you know. So, but I've been doing it since 1975. So, heck, I'm one of the oldest now in the club. Me and Alan Brown. So, yeah, we've had a big time.
DJ, what do you think your chances are of getting that belt? You saved it this far.
I hope, man. I tell you, I'm like Pickler. Okay, Ed put me on a tractor when I was like 9. I was running my own tractor when I was like 14, and now I got gray hair, so that tells you how long I've been doing it. And like he said, you know, we just obviously don't know any better sometimes. But so you know, there's trophies, and you know, you got plaques, and you know, after years and years and years of doing it, the belt and the ring, the difference that they're doing right there, I really, really like, because it's a little something different. It's like if you went to Dale Earnhardt's house and he's got the 6-foot tall trophy from Darlington, it just kind of stands out with his other trophies. So I'm kind of excited about this deal.
Well, I think you're going to see a lot of people bending some stuff. So everybody needs to stay tuned to Full Pull Live coming up this weekend, because I tell you that I think we're going to see some people go after that belt, and we know it's not all about money and pulling. We're just out there to have a good time. And but you know, when you bring home a championship belt or a championship ring, it definitely adds a little something to it, and you start collecting them, I guess, kind of like the Bowling Green ring.
They're 1 and 2 points, right?
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Jason, is this your filming job going on in the background here?
Yeah. I went into I went and saw the people. I went out with the people with the camera. I actually went out. You got to go with a little bit. I go out in the midway. Kenzie, can you scroll ahead a little bit? I caught some people sleeping too. not sleeping, but I did a kiss cam. I did a little bit. I think they were either changing weights in the sled, Bert, or something. But I went.
That was the fiasco about something about changing order or some vehicle was. I don't know. There you go. There we go. That's the good stuff.
Dude, there is, yeah. I always saw this in like Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. The camera guys go out and get all this, and I thought I want to go do it too. So, the people are it's just packed out there. Here I am, so I'm going out the gate right here. I kind of snuck through this guy's booth. He was selling stuff. I was like, "How do I get out of here?" And they let me go. This is at Raleigh. I'm telling you guys, you got to check it out. The state fair is legit. Yep, I just said, "Can I just squeeze right through here?" And they're like, "Okay."
Jason, you just go wherever you need to go.
I do what I want. I'm like Randy. I do Randy things.
Absolute. Absolute. That's a good time down there. It's a great place to be, for sure. We talk about it all year, that's for sure.
The people. I mean, it's just insane. It is insane. Everybody's looking at me funny, like, who's this dude with a camera? How long is the state fair, Bert? Is it 2 weeks? It's crazy.
It's 2 weeks. Yeah, it'll start this Thursday. Well, actually, it's only 1 week. It's a little over 1 week. It starts Friday.
It's 10 days, I think, Bert.
Yeah, it's 10 days. You're right.
16th through the 26th.
Yeah.
And you're in the food section right now, and that's one little corridor, and I think there's maybe 5 or 6 of these little corridors that go to one main intersection right there at the pulling track. And you go to the pool, and you're right in the middle of all this food.
That, and now they've added another whole food section. So if you go down towards the end of the track, like if you walk out and you walk all the way around, there's a whole nother section of food vendors. That's how big it is.
Down where they put the new restrooms and all also.
So how big is the North Carolina State Fair compared to some of the other fairs around the nation? Like one of our ones that's a staple is Missouri State Fair, and that fair is big, but just looking here, this fair is even bigger.
I don't know. It's big. I mean, I've been to a couple of other state fairs, and this is the biggest one I've been to.
It's bigger than I've been to Ohio State Fair, and
says Campbell's are going.
Yep.
It's in the middle of town, kindly, and it's probably 5 blocks square, maybe just the facility, and then parking all around it, maybe.
And then parking all around it. Yeah, I mean, people. They actually have shuttles. There's a mall about probably 4 or 5 miles from there. People will park at that mall and then shuttle themselves to the fairgrounds.
Wow.
I mean, that's how big. And Saturday, you better be there by 9 o'clock in the morning, because Saturday it will be packed by lunchtime. If the weather's decent.
I heard, you can expect 100 to 125,000 people there a day.
Oh yeah. Weather's good. It's going to be a packed house.
Yeah, and they call for good weather this week. You know, it's supposed to be pretty.
Awesome. Well, guys, thanks for coming on tonight. Love the North Carolina State Fair. It's a great place. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll fill those stands up, and let's keep growing the sport. And Bert, thank you for working with us and the live stream. We really, really appreciate you, buddy. And it's putting a spotlight on the pullers out there. So thank you very much.
That's the game plan. Make it bigger and better.
That's what we got to do. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Jason.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. See ya. So we're going to go from the east to the west.
To the Midwest.
We have Ron Jones. Now, that's just a joke. It's actually Ron Stone. He's vice president of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pullers. Very good friend of mine. We have way too much fun. And we drank a lot of Tito's together. And those are stories we're not going to talk about tonight because this is a family show. Actually, I don't care. Yeah, we're going to have fun. But Lufkin, Texas.
Don't go down that road.
Lufkin, Texas is special. The Mission 22, the Veteran Suicide Fundraiser, means a lot to me. I'm a veteran. I'm not a badass. I served in the reserves. But I would have been a badass if I had to been a badass back in the day, but I wasn't. But I love it. I love the Outlaws. It's the Outlaw season finale. And Lufkin, Texas is special. This event holds a special place to Ron. So let's bring Ron on before we bring the promoters. And for the first time ever, we have Jason and Wayman and Skylar Leeper on the same show at the same time. They're 1 and 2 in points. And those both two, they like to, they give it, if you know what I'm saying. So Ron, welcome, buddy.
What's up, man? We'll leave
for-
those Tito stories. Leave those out for the
Okay,
private
cool.
conversations.
Thank you. But if you bring some this weekend, we can make some more stories on Saturday night. Okay? Just so you know. I don't drink on Friday nights anymore. I do it on Saturday nights because I got to be somebody the next day. Ron, thank you for living on Jason Schultz time and putting something together here. I don't have any excuses other than we're really busy, but man, we're looking forward to Lufkin. Been hammering social media. They do an amazing job with their Dragon and Pullins and Apine social media. We made the mistake of leaving Saturday during the day to go to town to get something to eat, and the line, all these guys fell asleep on the way back too. We had Mexican food. Where did we go? Applebee's. I don't know where we went.
Applebee's-esque.
We made Chase by, and then everybody fell asleep on the way back, and there was a long line of people to get in there. So you guys, Dragon and Pulling Pines is more than an outlaw truck and tractor pull. It's a big truck show during the day. It's a drag strip, semi truck. I've never seen semis go 100 mile an hour before. That's pretty cool. And Jake brakes. If you like Jake brakes,
oh yeah,
you need to come to Lufkin, Texas. So.
They're proud
Ron,
of
take
Jake
over,
brakes.
Ron. Take over, Ron.
Yeah, it's this one kind of holds a special place in my heart. Season finale down there for several classes, 4 classes actually. Awesome event that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and of course, veteran themed events. I mean, those are close to my heart. Do all we can for our veterans, and the guys that run the event, Josh and Ronnie, just great guys. Been putting this event on for, I think he said 12 years now. We'll have Ronnie on here in a little bit, but just an awesome event. And I encourage anybody out there. You don't even have to be a Poland fan. You can just be a drag race fan. You can love car shows, big trucks, and anything veteran themed. I'm good to go for that. So I think a lot of Americans out there are too. So put this one on your bucket list. If not this year, then next year. If not this year, shame on you, but you dang well better go next year.
Well, speaking of Ronnie, we got him. So let's bring him on.
How's everybody doing?
Ronnie.
What's up, Ron? How are you?
How's it going tonight?
It's going good, going good. Hey, Jason, you are a badass, by the way.
Don't tell him that. Don't his head just.
I'm just happy to be here. Just happy to be here.
Are you wearing the new shirt, Ronnie? The 2026?
2025.
Okay, that's what I got. So
11th annual, yes, sir.
So I'm surprised you're not out the track, man. Busy. I'm assuming you were out there though at some point today.
I was not out there today. I'm going to start tomorrow. I was trying to get some billboard stuff done with Bungart and some banners, get all that finished today, and we're going to head out there tomorrow and make sure everything is all nice and neat and getting ready for everybody to start rolling in, hopefully Wednesday.
What's your gut feeling on this year as opposed to years past? Do you think there's a little more excitement even this year than in years past? Do you think it's going to be bigger?
Ron, I'm sorry. It was cutting out there. I couldn't hear you.
I said, what is your gut feeling on attendance this year? In years past, I mean, do you think there's more excitement generated out there for this year than years past?
As far as social media and everything, I think it's really hyped up a lot more this year than it has been in the previous couple years. So we usually have anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 on the weekend. I think we'll be pushing that. If not, maybe a little more, I hope. Everybody's really excited about the pulling that y'all bring to town. Y'all do a great job, and everybody comes out and enjoys it because we really only get to see it once a year down here. So,
and you got plenty of places to park out there now. I know we had you on Outlawed Live last week, and you said you'd made some more headway as far as RV parking and such.
Definitely. So the people who are running the track this year have really been cleaning everything up. We've probably have double the space for the RVs, and they're cleaning up the parking area over there for the spectators as well. So it's really nice out there this year, a lot better than it was in the previous years, and we're looking forward to this weekend for sure.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice facility. I mean, in my opinion. So any additions they make to it are going to be spectacular. I seen where they added some brand new lighting for their pit area and such out there. So I guess my question is, are you going to have any trouble with the highway patrol this year, Ronnie?
I think we've got that handled. We started bringing everybody in to park before we started taking the money. So that's kind of solved that problem. The highway patrol wasn't very happy with us a couple years ago. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's been a few years back. Just to let folks out there know, it's that's probably been 4 or 5 years ago. There were so many people trying to get in. People had the highway blocked, and actually some people were just parking on the shoulder of the highway. And they got a nasty call from the highway patrol while I was standing there talking to the guys. But
yeah, rumor was it was backed up for like 2 miles, and they were parking on the side of the road. So, it kind of I liked it though. I mean, it didn't bother me one bit. I thought it was pretty exciting.
So we're looking at just looking at the app tonight. I mean, we're in the mid 50s as far as hook numbers so far. It's going to be a big show. I hope the fans are ready for some outlaw pulling. This is going to be the best yet down there.
They will be. They will be pumped up. I promise you. They always are. And looking forward to this weekend. I know it's going to be a great turnout.
So tell the folks out there. Of course, we're on Let's Grow Pulling right now. How many people are watching right now, Jason? How many do you think are watching right now?
Probably over 100.
Over 100. And once it's on YouTube and everything, that's going to be.
Oh, live it's about 100. But yeah, this will reach 10,000 people by the next couple days. So
tell people, Ronnie, what this pull is about. What are you guys doing this for? I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's an awesome event, but what does this benefit?
This benefits 2 foundations, the Wankin Warrior and also Mission 22. We've been doing this for 11 years now, and when we started just to benefit Wankin Warrior. And, a couple years later, we brought on Mission 22. So I would say for the past 8 years, we've probably been making donations to both of those foundations. So, we started out, and this has been going on 11 years, so we're probably have donated a little over $500,000 to both donations and both foundations together.
That's awesome. Of course, Mission 22 is fighting to prevent and curb veteran suicide. 22 veterans a day die of suicide, and they're trying to curb that number, eliminate that number. And Ronnie, you actually sponsor the push-up challenge. We did that on Friday night, right? Or is that Saturday night?
The push-up challenge will be Saturday night. We'll do it in between the events, whenever we start doing the 18-wheeler pulls. So right after y'all's event, we'll do the Mission 22 push-up challenge. We'll get spectators to come out and do the challenge. And what we'll do is we'll donate $1 for each spectator that does a push-up. And we're all going to try to do 22, of course, but we're definitely, for each person, we're going to pay $22 per person. And then we'll have people that will also donate, just double up on it. So.
Right. Yeah, I've done my own Mission 22 challenge, Ronnie. We talked about it last week. My goal is to do 2,200 push-ups, finishing up on the track there Saturday night. So I'm a little behind right now, but I'm making headway.
Are you making some headway? I think you were behind like 700 last week. Is that how far you was behind?
No, it was only 100 or something. I did 145 yesterday. I'm making it up. If I'd have done 100 per day in those 22 days, I'd be at 2,200 on Saturday when I did it Saturday. But I'm having to do a little bit more each day now. I've had some lazy days where I didn't do any. So it's good for me. It's good for everybody, right? So
it is. It's definitely good for everybody.
So what do you got new out there besides the pulling, besides World Class Championship Outlaw Tractor Pulling, and the drag racing, the truck show, the car show? I know last year the new thing you threw in was this bubbles thing for the kids, right?
The foam party, yes, sir.
Okay.
The foam party. So we've had the foam party a couple years during the day. Last year we actually done it at night on the kickoff party, and it was a big hit. So we're going to have that again this year, and looking forward to it. And also this year we've added burnout contest, and we're going to try our hand in the tug of war contest this year as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So
that's some good cake there, Ronnie. I like it.
So the
we're hoping to grow it. Our pulling started with only like 4 or 5 vehicles about 8 years ago, and now we have 50 or 60 pulls. So maybe our burnout contest and our tug of wars will grow just as much, hopefully.
agree. Ron, we have a puller, Jason Wayman, Megatron, sitting in the background. He's we're gonna bring Jason on. Let's bring on the Wayman. How are you tonight, Jason?
Good. You guys?
Good. Hey, bud, you travel all over the country pulling. How special is Lufkin to you and your family?
It's pretty special. I love going down there. It's the atmosphere, the way it feels. I can't explain it. Just when you pull in and you see all these semis lined up for the show and shine, just blows your mind. How much time that those guys put into their rigs just to drive all the way from, say, Canada and the Northlands up there just to come down there and show off their truck. And we get the privilege to put on a pull for everybody there both nights. It's pretty special.
It really is a neat venue. Stuff going on all day. I mean, it's like a promoter's dream to have something great all day long and then be able to pop on there at night and head over the tractor pull. It's kind of fun watching people start heading over, about an hour or two before start saving their spots and stuff like that. So, so the season so far, it's a tight race between you and Skylar. Like I put Skylar on here. Ron said we've never had Skylar and Wayman on a podcast at the same time. So here they are, 1 and 2 in points. Skylar, start talking smack right now. Let's go. Let's tee it up for this weekend. So. Skylar, say something.
Good evening.
How are you, buddy?
Pretty good. Enjoying the nice weather.
What does Lufkin mean to you as a puller? It's a long ways from home, if you will, but how special is Lufkin to you?
It's great. Great way to end of the year. Great weather. Sometimes it's a little warm, but I think this year is going to be nice. Really looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. Coming in now, so they came down to this poll for you guys last year too, didn't it, for the points race?
Yes.
Ron? Is this the tightest point race we have this weekend?
Actually, this is the biggest gap we've seen, I think, between these two going into Lufkin. Leaper's got a 9-point advantage going in now. Wayman could, if Skyler has some troubles, Wayman could get him, but he's going to have to be on his A game.
So we have 9 trucks signed up right now, right, Ron?
11.
I think we're 11.
11? Okay.
I think we're the biggest class down there.
Nice. I'm refreshing the app right now. Sorry. Ron, this is your show. Take over, buddy. So.
Oh, I thought this was your show.
Oh no, it's your. That's why I brought you on here. So
I was looking for a picture there. I mean, you guys battle it out all season long. Not only with the Outlaws, but with PPL, Western Series as well. You guys always comes down to the wire with you two. I mean, but you guys are friends, right? You guys get along well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Skylar knows I'd do about anything for him, and I'd hope that he'd do about the same for me. If we're at pulls and I know he's been sweating his butt off messing with the truck, I'd definitely offer him a shower in my toter. Yeah.
You wouldn't turn the hot water off, would you? While he's
I had to donate a set of axles to keep him going this year. So, yeah, I want to make sure he's out there so I can beat him.
See, now I thought you were running a Megatron rear end in your truck this year, Skylar.
Yeah, I got a little hardware on my rear end after what was it, Wisner.
I was looking for that picture to show it tonight, but
I think Preston helped me out there a little bit.
Yeah, wasn't this guy?
Well, it was cool. Maybe it was Preston that sent me that picture. I was going to put it on here, and I was looking for it and couldn't find it, so maybe that's where it came from. Skylar, what does Lufkin, Texas mean to you besides your points finale? What does it mean to you as a pull?
It's just for a great cause. Wrapping up the end of the year, it's a 2-day pull. A lot of people love the push-up challenge. It helps a lot of people that need help.
Yeah, I hear you. Talking to a lot of outlaw pullers that their classes aren't even there. I get lobbied by them in the regular season throughout the season about getting their class in at Lufkin. So they've heard, how what an awesome event it is. And with it growing like it is, I was talking to Ronnie the other day. I said, I could foresee this. If we could do it going 2 tracks here in a year or two, you know, as the word gets out around the country. But how many people are you guys bringing with you? You bringing any friends and family and down to Lufkin?
I'll just have one guy with me.
Uh-oh.
I'm bringing the girlfriend. Scott Barkus is jumping in with me, bringing his new truck. And Corey Baker from Salem, Indiana, is bringing his truck down for me to pilot.
Okay, now he's bringing it down, or you have to haul it down there for him, or what?
No, he's bringing it down. He don't drive it. He just he's on bringer, and we're gonna see what we can do with it. It's a pretty nice piece.
Jason, what have you done since your last hook to prepare for this event? What have you done to your truck?
It may have involved a Sawzall. Not sure.
Sawzall. Okay.
I saw red lights. I don't know what that's all about, Wayman, but I'm sure you got a good story.
How about you, Skylar? Anything special you've done to prepare for this event?
We really ain't changed much.
Then go to Lufkin.
It's been doing well, so we're gonna keep her as she's been doing.
Yeah, I know you mentioned you were bringing another truck down from Indiana. Of course, there's another event, and it's all diesel coming up the weekend after Lufkin. Maybe someday we can get some of those guys to sweep through and go to Lufkin first on their way over to that event in Georgia. What do you think?
Yeah, Corey, that's what he's doing this year. He's going to Georgia, so he's coming down, check it out, and hopefully pass on the word to the guys out east. And I hope maybe next year, maybe we can get several more of them guys out here.
Now, to the folks out there that don't see the class that often and can't see the differences, I mean, basically, you guys, both your trucks are sharp, beautiful trucks. What are the differences? They both are Dodge pickups with Cummins. What are the differences, Skylar, from your truck to Wayman's truck?
They're both second-gen frames. We got a different power plant as far as engine builders. Same rear end. I got a big front end in mine, but basically the same style truck. Chassis are built different, and same style engine, but different builders.
He gave you a great time there to brag on your engine builder a little bit. Say you build a little bit more horsepower with that one, but nah, Skylar's too nice of a guy for that. But watching you two out there on the series, you two pilot very tough running trucks, and it's 1 and 2, and it'll just sit there and flip flop throughout the season. So that's my 2 cents on the situation. Most diesel trucks all look the same. They blow black smoke and spin their tires real fast. So,
Jason, how about you? What do you think of that comment that Logan just said? Are you underpowered compared to Skylar?
I don't believe so. I'm having a hard time this year getting that power to hook up to the ground. That's where Skylar, his rig's really shining this year. He's definitely got it figured out. He is hooking that thing up and just he keeps pulling it out at the big end. Where mine will just kind of give up and spin out. His will do a couple more grunts and get about 4 to 10 more foot sometimes. It all just depends on the track and how we get our hole shots.
Yeah, I would agree with that at the end of the pass. It kind of like he'll take a couple of 2 or 3 bounces and he just keeps on chugging down there at the big end. I had to ask that question because when Logan said that, I saw the grin on your face, Jason. So
Hey, Ronnie, what has pulling? I mean, I know this kind of started out as your truck show and stuff like that, but what has truck and tractor pulling, outlaw truck and tractor pulling, brought to dragging and pulling in the Pines?
Oh, a lot more spectators, a lot more things for the family to do during the day and during the evening. You know, when we first started doing the tractor pulls, I believe we were doing them during the day on Saturday.
Yeah.
And so that started bringing some in during the day, and now the evenings, both evenings, we'll fill them stands up. The people really do enjoy y'all coming down. It's some real good excitement. It's just a great fun for the whole family.
Hey, Randy.
And always more people means more money for the foundation. So
exactly, Randy, being from Ohio, have you heard of dragging and pulling in the pines before?
Well, I'm kind of spoiled, so I have heard of it, and we talk about it. But there was actually a few people that went to State Fair last year and talked about coming out there, but I don't know, some things came up, and I think they're really talking about going next year to it for sure. But it's a pretty big hike for us, but that's all right. It's just driving. It's right on the way home.
It's right on the way home. That's Randy Fishbaugh's famous line to everybody. It's on his way home, so no matter where it is. So it's all
That's
good.
right. But no, there was a few of the guys actually contemplated coming out there, but then I think they're gonna go to the State Fair. So
Yeah, last year they weren't on top of each other. And
Correct.
Ronnie, we're talking about the North Carolina State Fair. We're not talking about anything close. But this
Yeah.
time of year, we're kind of getting down to there's not a ton of pulling left. I think that really, it's still beautiful weather in Texas, and for the guys to come down. Jason, how far was the drive is it for you, bud?
Oh, I think like 13 hours.
Yeah. Skylar, for you?
11 and a half.
Okay. Good deal. Because
I really do appreciate y'all coming down. That's for sure.
No, that's great.
Jason, where do you call home?
What's that?
Where do you call home?
We'll say Northeast Missouri.
Okay.
I'm by a town called Kirksville.
Kirksville.
Doesn't he live in Nottinger?
I do, yeah, but nobody knows what that is.
And Skylar lives in California, right? California.
There you go.
So,
Yep.
Yeah, I've announced a couple polls over the days, so said that stuff before.
Jason, do you remember? Are you too young to remember a place in Kirksville called the Golden Spike?
Nope, I remember it well.
Sounds like a strip bar, Ron.
No, that was
That's
next
where
door.
Ron got all started right there.
That was a country bar up there. Used to play there on a road.
Learn from the best.
Yeah. Ronnie, some of the like that, you have some big sponsors. Like, is that Hater Made Clothing? Is that one? Because I'm trying to think of all the stuff I see. Can you talk about some of the big sponsors that help you put this on? I know you own your own business as well. It's the Truck Center, I believe. I'm sorry, I should be better at this.
No, that's fine. So we have so the two main people, which is me and Josh. Josh is East Texas Truck Center, and then I'm with Kelly's Truck Parts. We pretty much started the whole foundation, which is Tango Yankee Foundation. And what we do is we bring on sponsors each year to help us put on the show. So, and some of our main sponsors each year would be like Equipment Express. Rush Peterbilt's a big sponsor as well. And we usually have like Roadworks Manufacturing. We've had a couple jump on this year. So PAI is a big supplier. They jumped on as a platinum sponsor, which is our top level sponsor. We have like 5 or 6 big sponsors that we usually have every year. And then, we have different levels, and we have a lot of repeat sponsors that really help us put this show on. We're really grateful for all of them. That's for sure.
That's awesome. No, it's grown the last couple of years. I've been coming down. I don't know if I've been coming down for 2 or 3 years, Ron, but I look forward to it every year, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I just love there's something to do all day long. It's never boring, Ronnie. Never boring.
Yeah, it must have been kind of boring. You went and ate at the little Mexican Applebee's. I mean, you did leave for a little while.
We did well because everybody wanted to get some real food. We said, but it was all good. I like how I call it the Mexican Applebee's. That's awesome.
The Mexican Applebee's. I knew exactly what y'all were talking about whenever y'all saw Applebee-esque.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, we're flying down Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Our production trailer is already there for Full Pull Live, and then the whole team's coming in, I think, Thursday night. And then we hanging out. Starts pulling Friday night, Saturday night. All the dragging and pulling, that starts Friday during the day. Is that right, Ronnie?
No, sir. It'll start at 6 o'clock Friday evening.
Okay. Gotcha. So Saturday.
And then Saturday we'll start, I believe, at 6:30. Is that right, Ron?
Yeah, that's what was on. I just actually looked at your flyer a little bit ago. Yeah, 6 Friday, 6:30 Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And also, you had a band on Saturday night or Friday night right after the pull, right?
That is correct. We have a little kickoff party right after the pool Friday night. Yes, sir.
I think you ought to have like the biggest, another competition there, the biggest side-by-side. Biggest monster side-by-side there. I never seen side-by-sides with monster truck tires on until I went to left.
There's one there that they call Tantiana, and I'm sure it'll be back out there this year, and it's a pretty hefty side-by-side, that's for sure.
They got sound systems in it that would rival some concerts.
That's what we're using as for the sound this year. One of the side by sides.
You could.
No, it's a culture. I mean, it's fun. Everybody enjoys themselves. They really look forward to it. So
They do.
I think that's why they put bigger tires on it. They get bigger seats for the tractor pull. They get the higher they get,
Get
the better
above
they
the
can
crowd.
see.
That's why they bring them out there so they can see over the crowd. That's for sure.
Yeah, that is. Jason, what's your best finish at Lufkin over the years?
I've got some firsts and I've got seconds, but last year I didn't do so good. I don't know. The truck just fell off at the end of the season last year, but I've definitely got some firsts and some seconds, but nothing compared to old Skylar.
Skylar's Lufkin been pretty good to you?
Yeah, it's been last couple of years. It's been real good. We're gonna work on hopefully this year we can sweep it again, but other people probably got some other plans. But we're been doing real well, so I don't see a problem why we can't do it again.
I like it. I like it. You think 11's going to be the number, Jason and Skylar? Or do you think there's a few more that are going to sign up when you look at the list?
I'd have to look at it again. We may get 12, but probably around 11.
Yeah, that's a great number for your class. It's not too many, and it's it's enough to make it fun, for everybody. So that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Jason, Skylar, do you guys got anything else? We'll let you guys go. I didn't give you much lead time tonight to come on, typical Jason Schultz style. But I appreciate you guys coming on tonight. It'll be good to see you guys in a couple of days, and may the best truck win. So.
Sounds good. Yep. I don't have nothing here.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Skylar.
See y'all.
Thank you.
Care.
We'll see you this weekend.
All right. So let's finish up with Ronnie and Ron. Ronnie, how many years you said this has been going on?
This is our 11th year.
11th year.
Yes, sir.
And this is a what is it? How do I say this? It's a work of art. It's passion. It's a lot of work. What fuels you every year to do this? Because it's a lot of work, and you got to sometimes go, man. You feel like you have mono for like 2 weeks after the event. What drives you?
The foundation. Awaken Warrior and Mission 22 are really the main reason we do this. I think I've mentioned it before. I know I mentioned it last week that, the whole show started as a customer appreciation for my customers and a grand opening for Josh's. And, and then we had Awaken Warrior the first year, donated a little bit of money. And, that really just drove us to keep on driving, building it better every year. And each year, especially, I'll tell you what, getting the people out there to do the push-ups, I'm really looking forward to that. And I really want to see Ron do 22 this year. I don't think he's done 22 yet.
I'm ready, buddy. I'm ready.
I think you are. You've been practicing.
We got to get Josh out there.
Good luck. Yeah. Good luck.
He's a jarhead, and he gives me trouble about the Army. So we got to get the Marine out there, do some push-ups.
Ron,
hey, that old truck right there looks familiar. That truck came from Texas, I think.
Yeah, it's still in Texas.
Is it?
It's for sale right now, though, Ron. If you need to blow some money, we can help you.
I do not need to blow any money. That's one of my old suppliers right there. Old Dan Valance's old truck.
Yep. Yeah, Cody Lee owns it now. So.
Yeah, I just heard tonight it will not be there. It will not be there.
Okay.
That's one of the very first ones. It was one of our pools. Was that truck right there?
I'm sure it was. Dan, he supported a lot of it.
Yes, sir. He helps us out every year. He's still a sponsor to the date.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah, he still may sweeten the pot a little bit in that class. I talked to him a little bit tonight. So Dan,
I bet he will.
He's a good one. He's a patriotic guy too. He loves this event. So
yes, sir.
Ron, on the pulling side of it, I just want to get the app quick, and then we'll let everybody go. We've been on for 2 hours. So we have 11 diesel trucks.
Yep.
Signed up so far. People can still sign up. These aren't the final lineups, but it's kind of nice to see this. The pullers are getting better at getting signed up. We got 11 two-wheel drive trucks. It's a Nelson 1-2 right now in points, right, Donald?
Yeah. Okay. He's from me doing my math now, and I can't figure in drops here what could happen, but he pretty much has 1 and 2 pretty well sealed up there, I think.
Okay.
424 for Little Whip, 421 for Whippet, 403 for Tim Fitzsimmons Country Heat. Yeah, something really drastic would have to happen for one of those two top trucks not to win it.
And then shout out to Roper Brown and those guys. Derek's been pushing that. And I see they got Bipolar coming down this year.
Yep.
Keith Hammond's the champ, the back-to-back champ. He's
Yeah.
coming all the way down. So that's one tough pro stock truck coming down there. And then the modified probably has been I'll say it, the most exciting class this year with the Outlaws. Some of the biggest numbers, new pullers, the 7,400 pound modified class, and other parts of the country call it a light mod or whatever. But man, the 7,400 pound class with the Outlaws has been awesome. I saw Dave Richardson's coming to tag team. That tractor won the Enderley. Then we're going to have Brandon Gilliland's going to be there. We're going to have some of our Outlaw regulars. Kason Petch is coming in leading the points. Griffin Growl, is it Griffin Growl really back out? Is he ready to go, Ron?
He sent me a picture of the engine running last night. They got the cams back. He said it's running and running very well. So, yeah,
Okay.
He's excited.
And I don't recognize Hyperventilated out of Antlers, Oklahoma. Is that a new tractor?
That's Lloyd Newton. He used to have a single Hemi on it.
Okay.
Ran in the light class, put the second Hemi on it, pulled it at Whitewright. I think he had a fire and some problems with it. So no stranger to pulling. He's out of southern Oklahoma. So, yeah, I just saw tonight where he was signed up. I didn't see him on there till tonight. But yeah, that class, as far as points go, Thermal Thunder, Kason Petch has a 16-point lead over last year's champion, Cotton Candy, Cameron Neves. And it really comes down to those two, I think. The Bullbuster, Donald Nelson in third, and Twisted Whip, Dustin Corliss in fourth. It really comes down to Thermal Thunder and Cotton Candy. And there again, Thermal Thunder would have to make a couple of big mistakes in both nights, and Cotton Candy would have to, I think, win it both nights in order to get it done. But right now, Kason Petch, Thermal Thunder in the driver's seat there in mod as far as points go.
Yep. And then Pro Stock, we got 7 Pro Stock signed up right now. I see Fly You Fools coming down. Chuck Holsworth. I think he won one of the nights last year, and I think
He did Friday night. Yep.
And I think Cody won one of the nights last year.
31 on Saturday. Yep. When we thought the track was done and nobody was going to get out there, Yarrick came in as the last puller in the class and had a walk-off win. Just ripped it out the gate. It was
Yes,
pretty
he did.
exciting.
Kaden Wager's got it locked up, right? For
No, not necessarily. They're 6 points ahead, and they're tied. The two Wager tractors, Kids Inheritance and Must Be Nice, tied at 454 points. 6 points back is Cody Yarrick and John.
Okay. It's going to get interesting.
Yeah, and Wampus Cat, only 5 more points back from there. So you got 4 right there that could get in there and change things up.
So Ronnie, you get 30. You get 30 for first place in the Outlaws, right, Ron?
28.
28, and then but you get a point bonus if you win, Ronnie. So second place is 26. So when we're talking 5 or 6 points over a couple days, and then every competitor is so good, Ronnie, you can get first one night and get last the next night and not do a darn thing wrong. That's how
Right.
good everybody is. So that's what Lufkin has that championship feel for these competitors coming down here, and I mean they're going for broke, if you know what I'm saying. So
We love it. Y'all definitely put on a good show. We're looking forward to this weekend for sure.
And then the Texas Hot Farms, there's 7 of them. I love that we've incorporated some of the Texas classes because they get a chance to pull on a really big stage like this. And then Super Stock Diesel Trucks, Cody Lee, they got Kong and One Nation, and then Optimus Prime is coming out of Odessa. I think Preston just bought that truck, right?
Yeah, it's
Just built it.
Or new build?
Yeah.
See, now he is running in both diesel classes, guys. He signed up, but he also, after he pulls 3.0, he's going to put the 3.6 Charger on and the bar tires and go pull with the Super Stocks.
Yep. And then I think Nathan Brayham does the same thing with No Limits. So it's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. So, well, cool. We've been showing some live stream from last year just to kind of get people excited about the event. It's a great place. Single track. It moves fast. Good horsepower track. Something to do. Come out early. Enjoy the day. And see the grand finale of the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling season here. There is the Griffin Growl right there. We were just talking about him. One of the coolest modifieds in the world, as far as I'm concerned. So, and a pretty good guy drives it too. Pretty good guy drives it too. Who's that one announcer that comes out the end, the pastor preacher dude? Saturday night.
BK Moody.
Yeah.
Yep, BK Moody. We got to get a walkout song for that guy. Go BK, go BK. It's your birthday. But you want to talk about a hype guy, and I know he doesn't do cocaine, but man, if I was going to say somebody's on cocaine, it's that fella right there. He announces those semi-truck races all day, and it comes over there with just energy. Like Ron and I get excited, but that feller, holy crap, he comes hard. I'm just joking about the cocaine thing.
Good guy. Good guy.
I've watched some movies before, so it's all good. Well, Ronnie, thank you for being a promoter. It's a ton of work. You got a business to run, but it's a great event, and we're going to see you in a couple of days. So
Thank you. Looking forward to it. And as always, y'all be safe coming down, and let's have an awesome weekend, y'all.
Cool.
Looking
Thanks,
forward
Ronnie.
to it. Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank
Hey,
y'all.
Thanks for doing what you do. Really appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hard-working man right there, Ronnie Kelly. Ronnie Kelly. Ron Stone, we got Randy Fishbaugh from Ohio. Where did you grow up in Ohio? Let's just do some Ohio trivia right now. Sorry, Logan. Kansas is out of the question right now. Logan, how far are you from Lufkin? Can you map quest that for me real quick?
Let me map that real quick.
Yep. I said map quest like it's 1999.
Let me pull my atlas out real quick.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Logan.
17 hours from my house to Lufkin, Texas.
Okay. Are you going to Raleigh, Randy?
I don't know. We're going to be so close. I would really want to go, but I don't know. We're going to be so close to being done farming that we might have to pass. And you never know about me. I'm liable to jump on the bird, and you'll have to pick me up, Schultz, in Houston.
I'm not afraid.
I was gonna say the same thing. Your airplane should come right over my house here, Jason. Might have to make a little layover here in Kansas.
I think
City.
they fly at 30,000 feet though, Logan. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah.
How many
Well,
hours is it, Logan, for you?
We're 9.5.
Ooh.
You know what, Logan? I'm going to cruise right by your place. You might as well just jump in.
Yeah.
I got room for another if you want to go, man.
No, seriously, Logan. If you can make
Seriously.
it happen, I mean it. You can work for Full Pull Live this weekend, Logan. If you can get down there. So call in sick to school or whatever. Say you got diarrhea. I don't care how you
Nobody wants you coming in if you got diarrhea. Just stay.
No, but my best friend's a doctor, Ron, and he always says, just tell me you have diarrhea. Nobody ever says prove it.
Good point. Good point.
No, because you can say, oh, I got a headache. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Or my stomach hurts. But nobody ever says, all right, you got diarrhea. So, if you learn anything tonight, fans, just say you got diarrhea.
I'm going to write that one down. Diarrhea.
Yeah. I love it.
So, no, I grew up in southern Ohio, Lucasville. Randy, you know where Lucasville is, Scioto County Fair. You guys pull there now, right?
We do pull there. Yeah, it's about probably 2.5 hours straight south of me, right on Route 23, south of Columbus.
You know where the big junkyard is, right across the road from the Games Junkyard. That road that goes behind the junkyard, that'll take you out about 10 more minute drive. That'll take you out to Hog Holler, where I grew up.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you say hog holler, Ron?
Hog Holler.
Dude,
Yeah.
we were just down in Georgia last weekend. We heard a lot of that accent down there. That was fun.
Yeah,
I feel bad when I jumped on the microphone a little bit because that's just always what I do. And I talked at my normal pace, and everybody kind of looked at me funny, Ron. And I was like, I'll talk slower. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't you know?
Oh,
Don't you know? Get a boat with a motor.
Yeah. No, we had a blast down in Aonia, Georgia. Southern Puller is a nice little state club down there. I think they have 20 hooks a year, he said. Randy Jones, a ton of truck classes. I've never seen that many different variations of two-wheel drive truck classes in my life. It was like 5400 Pro Street, notch aspirated, 5200 super modified non-blower. It was wild. It was like trying to keep all the classes straight. But man, you talk about fun people that love truck and tractor pulling. Had a great crowd Saturday night. And they make power tracks out of that red clay. They dig it deep in the afternoon, pound a bunch of water into it, and they just start slowly working it back in. And I've seen it at Diesel's and Dark Corners. I've seen it at Raleigh, Randy. I've been there. You've been to Raleigh with us, and then obviously Aonia this past weekend. And we'll be back at Diesel's Dark Corners the week after next. So pulling season's not done, fans.
Nope.
It's not done.
One last hurrah here for us. Hope to get a lot of people watching the live stream too. On fullpull.live. Not a lot going on, not a lot of pulling going on, but I guess North Carolina's this weekend and Lufkin, right?
Yeah, state fairs. I don't think they're on the same date next year. We already looked ahead a little bit. but that's okay. We got enough people. We'll split it up and have fun. But it's fun to go to all of them. And the state fair is pretty neat, Ron. And then so is obviously Lufkin, and that's where Kenzie and I are going to be. So
Go ahead, Jason. I'm
no,
sorry.
we're just landing Thursday on the big jet airplane, and then we're gonna rent a car, and we'll be out there Thursday night. And Kenzie's gonna start setting up. Randy forgot to pay his cell phone bill, or his phone's ringing, and I'm betting his phone's ringing. Jeremy Smith's probably calling him. They haven't had their talk of the day yet, so it's all good. So
and then what do we got after this? We got rolling right into diesels and dark corners, and then whole bunch.
Then we got a weekend off, and then we got Halloween weekend off. Then we're going out to Madera, California. So
you spending a month out there again?
No. Oh, Randy's back.
Randy has entered the chat.
Yeah. Donnie Bauer from out there in Minnesota was calling me, so I get cut off there. But yeah,
we said
Donnie,
either you didn't pay your bill or somebody was calling you. We know how that goes.
Hurt called me earlier, and then Donnie Bauer was just calling me. So
tell him his tractor's been running pretty good for us.
Who, Donnie's?
Yeah, that red one.
Got it. Yeah. I talk to Donnie every couple of days and this time of the year, and talk to Brett Berg every once in a while as well, and getting the combine with that windshield time, So
Randy, what part of Ohio are you from again?
So north central, or we're real close to Hurt. Hurt's in Port Clinton. We're in a little town called New London. We're about 45 minutes. We're a little, just 45 minutes from Hurt, southeast of Jeff. So, yeah. So we've been on that. Go ahead,
Ron. What's been your biggest surprise, with the Outlaws this year?
This year, the mod tractor class, the numbers in the mod tractor class, really good numbers for that class this year. We kind of predicted it too, but not often do your predictions come to fruition, but it did this year. I mean, there were times that at some pulls that weren't like the big pulls. When I say the big pulls, like Dragon Pull in the Pines, like Wisner, like Thunder in the Valley, where we had 15, 16 mod tractors, and those are good numbers for that class. And I think it may be the same, maybe even a little better next year from what I'm hearing. So yeah, that was probably the biggest surprise. And all the rainouts, that was a big surprise, not a good surprise, but I think we had in my 6 years with the Outlaws, we had more rainouts this year than any other season.
Yeah. Randy, what's been your biggest takeaway or surprise with OSTPA this year?
Well, as Ron said, I think we had five or six rainouts as well, but that was kind of tough, and it made the points really come down to it at the end, and we didn't have a lot of big numbered events, but we're all we're real consistent this year, more so than normal. A lot of times we have 18 or 19 one night and then not so many the next, but we were real consistent, and that was really good to see out of Ohio events for sure. And that was one thing that we talked about quite a bit. Jeremy Smith and I talked about quite a bit, how consistent we were, with that 8-9 number every night, and it's a good number to have. Yeah.
So Ron, they have a super modified 4-wheel drive truck class that, dude, I'm telling you, I am not a truck fan like Mike Idle is, okay? But I love that class. That is a badass. That I interviewed Livewire Danny Barker. Am I right, Randy?
Steve Barker.
Steve. Scuba Steve.
Steve.
That class, a few years.
That class is legit. I mean, it's fun to watch. Those big blowers, they just whine, and those trucks dig. I mean, please, more people put that class somewhere. Yeah. I love it.
See, now Steve Barker, he used to pull down there where I lived. He had a little open Jeep he pulled down there. I don't know if you remember that, Randy, back in the 80s.
I just remember Scuba having the live wire there, just the Chevys, So
this was in the 80s. He had a Jeep, actually a little orange Jeep 4-wheel drive that he pulled, a naturally aspirated truck that he pulled there for a little while.
I think it might be pulling at the North Carolina State Fair this weekend. I swear. No, there's a little orange Jeep that pulls in there. That's the only time I've ever seen those little Jeeps pull. Is in Raleigh.
Probably could. Yeah, actually, we didn't pull this year because it was in the veterinarian clinic quite a bit. But the Dirt Donkey, with Kenny Lucas and Carl Odell, those guys, they let me drive that truck here in the years past. So that thing is a handful for sure. The little is a lot. That's for sure when you drive those things. So.
What's kind of interesting in that class, and I know why they do it, but I'm pretty sure most, if not all, those guys are running automatic transmissions in those things.
Yes, everybody is. Yep, for sure. But yeah,
that's an odd caveat I've always seen to that class is they've stuck with the automatic transmissions in them.
Yeah, I remember last week there, Shane Kellogg, back when he had Gotta Have It.
Yep.
He even said that's where he really paid attention to Pierce and Barker and Kenny, the way they drove to learn how to drive the Gotta Have It truck. Made him. He said it made him a lot better driver watching those guys drive it out, and then of course it's just come to tuition where it's at now with Trump. So
I'm sure with the wheelbase on those trucks and the power that they have, that little bit of give with an automatic would keep them from bouncing. I think it would be kind of a challenge with a manual transmission, in my opinion.
No, you're right. Once in a while, I believe Kerry Unger with the overtime truck, he tried that for a little while, and then he went back to his automatic as well. But yeah, for sure, I would think you're probably right there with that, Ron. So,
Logan, what's been your biggest surprise of the pulling season so far?
Biggest
we
surprise.
got three different views and associations on right now, so this is kind of fun.
Biggest surprise for us is we went out and we were gunning. We found a lot more horsepower than found that we needed to make some adaptations to the setup to make it actually work. So, and then same with all you guys, like mentioned, we had some rain out. So out of a short schedule of 8 national hooks of what we only ended up getting 6 trips out there. So it was a little bit of a struggle with shortened schedule with stuff. But that's my next point to you, Ron, is when and how are we going to get the Grand National minis back in with the Outlaws? I know we tried it a little while back.
Yeah, we tried it.
Yeah. Now we have almost 60. I would say we have 65 tractors spanning from the Rocky Mountains east.
Logan, you're talking to the right guy. I just want to point that out.
I know. That I've got him cornered and he's on live stream, so he has to say something now.
Let's make Ron big.
The challenge is facing that class. Number one is sled. Number two is price. And, in order to have that class, you have to have the sled, so you have that added cost there as well. Sell it to the promoters, convincing them you're going to have enough tractors to,
make it worth their show.
Talk about a class that'll cost more than our most expensive class, the modified tractors. It would cost them more to host that class. That's where it was hard to sell it. And then not having the availability of a good sled, Donnie Bungart, we had some troubles scheduling it this year with the small block minis, because he didn't have an operator for it. It had to go somewhere where one of his big sleds already was, so that operator could jump out and run that mini sled. So, you got to sell it. You got to be able to sell it. You got to be able to get the sled there. And I'm not saying it's not possible, because I like a challenge. But yeah, once we get a sled that's more central out here, we can count on. It'll be easier, I think. So I don't think it's going to happen next year. I'm trying to get the small block mini class off the ground out here. It's a little more affordable for the promoters. But
that would help, Ron, but that would help get it started. Put Vin's comment back up there. That would help get it started. Get promoters excited about it a little bit. And I remember Randy just bought a mini rod sled. Maybe he's got enough coin laying around, Ron. He wants to buy one for you too. We can put the pizza company on the side of it and ship it out to the Outlaws.
Yeah, that's we do. I'm sure Ron knows that. We Susie and I bought the purple sled from Vaughn and Lori there a year. Oh, I guess we picked it up in July. But yep. Yeah, we got the purple sled and we keep it in Ohio, but it's kind of like a mud flap. It's flexible and willing to travel.
No, we brought our small block out there to run with you guys a little bit on the Outlaw circuit, and we had a blast. So it's one of those deals where we saw good numbers with you guys with the small block class, and the sled's already there for the small blocks.
Yeah.
But no, I figured I'd put a bug in your ear about that, but no, 100% what you said is completely right with bringing another level of competition in.
So we have breaking news. Ben Beller has said Logan's going to run the new light mod with the Outlaws in 2026.
Well, we might have to make that. We're looking. I need to go talk to Dad. We're trying to get this semi truck sold so that we can get us a bigger trailer and bring the old Making Bacon special out with 3 motors and.
What? You have the Making Bacon special?
Yeah, we have
You
the
have
last
Hutcherson's?
one of Bruce Hutcherson's.
What? I had no
Yeah.
idea. Whoa,
You
whoa,
did
whoa,
not-
whoa. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop. Okay.
Stop the
let's
presses.
I need pictures, Logan, now. I need pictures now. Where do we go? I need, dude,
Okay,
I
let-
watched that tractor at the, I mean, that's special to me. I had no idea.
Last time I saw it was Lewisburg. It's been a few years ago.
Kevin Davis wants to book the minis. Write it down. Randy, where are you? What's Kevin's date?
End of July.
Oh, sure, end of July. Yeah, nothing happening in Ohio then.
You're not
so
busy at that time, are you?
Nothing in Ohio that weekend was ever going on. We're just laying around. We're with Logan. We're at the lake that weekend, you know.
Oh, that's a funny joke. I like your jokes, Randy.
Yeah.
Logan, I had no idea. Dude, that's history. That's pulling history.
Yeah. Yeah, when was the last time that tractor pulled, Logan?
Last time that tractor pulled, it sat in the shed for 10 years, and we decided that we were going to get it out in 2023 and pull it at an event local to us there in McLouth, Kansas. And it sat in the shop we brought it in the week before when they had their 2-day show out there with PPL. Brought it in the week before. The tractor had no superchargers on it. Went through, cleaned the whole fuel system out, reset all the motors, set 3 brand new chargers on the tractor. Went out there and took our old notes. 10 years to the day. Won the class by 50 foot.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. I
So
need bigger pictures.
that
Logan.
is-
Logan, bigger pictures.
I'm
Send that
trying
picture
to find
me,
us
son.
trying to get us a good old picture here.
Send it to yourself on your computer and then throw it up.
Yeah.
No, seriously, that's what I do all the time.
That's what I do too, Jay.
The secrets behind the podcast.
Yeah, what's Ron Stone doing messaging me?
Chris Kilbarger, did you buy it from the Sandman folks?
Correct. It did come from the Sandman guys, and that was way back before I was even a thought.
Well, now you're 17, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just a youngster.
So I've grown up in it. Dad has had that tractor for going on. Oh, he bought it. It's probably been 20 years that he's now owned that tractor.
Logan, quit talking. Find me a picture.
I'm working on it, Jason.
I don't want. I need you to focus. I need you to focus. I need you to focus.
Focus. It
Focus.
says. Remember, Schultz, what focus means.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's not. That's not what I meant, Logan.
Yes, remember, Schultz.
Randy has many different sayings. It's like his own language, Ron. Where you hang out with Randy for a night. So.
Focus. Remember the angry chicken. You know.
Randy's from up northern Ohio. I'm from down in the Appalachian area there,
No.
just across from Kentucky. So
Yeah. How long? Where you live now?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. Got it. Understood.
I still go back and visit. I still got 40 acres back there.
Okay. That's probably some pretty prime deer hunting.
Oh, you
stuff.
better believe it, buddy.
Okay.
Creek
Okay.
runs right, mostly forest. Creek runs right down the middle of the holler there. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. We got a lot of nice bucks that run through. We got a lot of bucks up here by us too, you know, and it's but we always want to go somewhere different, you know. You don't want to stay. I've never shot a deer here at home. We always go somewhere. It's always more fun to go somewhere than it is to hunt at home, you know. So for sure. You know, we used to go to Kansas City out there to see Sean and Jamie Swearingen. They're in Holden when they had the Joker mod.
Yep.
So
Swearingen.
Where's the
Yep.
Joker? Oh, there we go. That's McLeod. No way.
So there's been a couple slight modifications made since we've owned the tractor. cage, and then the cross box is off of Bruce Hutcherson's last 5-engine mod. And 3 blown Rodeck Hemis, all aluminum motors. And that tractor's together just kind of sits around. We have some stuff in the works, some thoughts with moving some stuff back, taking a step back in time. But no, we're wanting to get this thing out some more and
Ron, that would fit the outlaw mod rules, right?
This will, yes.
Non-Hemis, 3 non-Hemis, yep.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. I don't know the rules like from you. So
nope, this is an outlaw base 7,400 pound mod rule.
Awesome.
Then we have another tractor that can have triplets on it too, that we would pull outlaw triple engine. And then he was talking, Ben was sitting here talking about our light mod, which is that red mod that you've seen me pulling around locally with MSTPA. And that's just a single Chevy.
Oh, okay.
But no, that is Bruce Hutcherson's last Make and Bacon special, the Carhartt sponsored ship.
Wow. How cool is that? That's history. That's history.
Yeah.
I had no idea, Logan. I'm a bad friend.
You just need to make a visit around.
Yeah, I need to come out. I need to go out to my singers. I've never been to his place where my tractor lives. We'll make a swing through
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so we'll go
No, we still have the old triangle front tank off of it, and that's setting up in the shop. And all of it's all original besides just splitting those 2 motors apart for ease of working on it.
Huh.
Awesome.
Yep, I think it's probably been 14, 15 years ago, Logan. I remember seeing it I used to announce for Missouri State Tractor Pullers.
Yep.
Your dad would bring it to Lewisburg.
Yes. Our hometown.
Yep.
What town do you live in? You live in Lewisburg, Kansas?
Yep.
Logan?
We are just south of Lewisburg here.
Lewisburg, Kansas.
Out in the boondocks.
It is. I passed it going to McLeod from Mount City.
Yeah. You actually, a little while back, we saw a picture. You guys were parked on your exit with all of your haulers going from McLeod to Mound City.
Oh, that was about you in 21.
It would have been 22, 23, somewhere in there.
Yeah, we ran outlaw points in 22.
And that's when she went bang.
And
over
Wisner.
there.
Wisner's
So I
not
think it's
Wisner's not
20
good to me.
I think it was 21.
Wisner's not good to me. Oh, now I like you more, Logan. That's some true farm crap.
No, that's what Dad started with. He sold the minis off and went and bought that from the Sandman guys. And
The Sandman guys sound like you're out of Star Trek. Is this or a Star Wars? The Sandman guys.
No, gosh, what's his name? Dad would kick me if he knew I was drawing a blank on these guys.
Sandman,
Weren't they from Medina, Ohio?
Yeah, they were back in Ohio.
Yeah.
I remember the name, but I can't think of the
Don something, I think.
Get Dan Mayer on the line here.
Yeah,
He's coming. I heard breaking news: Dan Mayer's coming on Outlawed Live tomorrow night. Is this true?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
True.
the numbers are going to be through the roof.
Dan
Ask him
Mayer.
how many fans. Ask him how many fans. The first question is how many fans he has of This Week in Pulling. He'll tell. I think he's up to 12 now. I think he's up to 12.
12. Oh yeah, 12. I bet there's a few zeros behind that, isn't there, Schultz? 12.
There is, but I like messing with
Yeah,
Dan. 'cause that's
absolute. He's a lot
So
of fun.
I have a big announcement. The Remedy won the World Nationals here in Mount Pelier, Ohio yesterday in the super stock class. Finally beat Colin Ross. And we have video to prove it. So here we're queuing up
Was
right
this
now.
RC pulling? Yep, I
Yep.
figured.
RC pulling.
Look at this pass. Front end comes up right there. And she's gone.
Look at that. He's hooked.
So we are legit world champions. We won that my tractor won the world championship. I don't drive it. I've only seen it once. I paid for it. And we have 3. So Ron and Randy, I have my Hot Farm original one. I got the 4.1 version, and that's the super stock version now. So we have three RC pullers. So
That's awesome. Is that the
Kyle
same?
Kyle and Kristen Baraznek out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, run them for us. So Darren Mealy builds those for people and does a really good job. And then Kyle tunes it, and Kristen runs it. And so we actually won the world championships yesterday. So pretty neat.
How do you get those little turbos spooled up, Jason?
I'm not sure. I don't even know how the tractors in my turbo get spooled up. So I got to ask my singer how that works. So
do you think the turbos in that thing are like the size of an ink pen head or what?
He just wee.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the guy from down the Carolina said, bend it and send it. Is that what they do with that thing, Schultz?
Pretty much. Yeah, the tires kind of peel up. And can you scroll down? Chandler had a video of all three of our tractors lined up.
Oh, did he?
If you want to scroll down a little bit on the timeline.
Yeah.
And then we need to go to bed.
Yes.
Why are you so sleepy? Go to
'Cause,
bed. It's only 9:30 out there.
You're right. Well,
Yeah.
let's keep talking. There, right that one right there.
Oh.
Yep. So this is our this is my original tractor. The 1206 is in Canada now. We made a replica of that one. And then he had a video of all three of them kind of lined up. Oh, here we go. Here's the 4.1 version, the one that blew up in Wisner, Ron.
Minus the fire. Yeah.
Yep. And then here's the super. We got
need to take a road grader to that track there.
Yeah, that's in Bowling Green. They
Yeah.
just drink beer and let them then send it. They bend it and send it there at Bowling Green. So
Yeah, Bowling Green, Ohio, for sure.
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
There's
There's
the
the
picture.
Oh, now Logan's taking over the podcast. I love it.
So
Yeah,
we go from there to that was 11:30 the night before we went polling. So
I saw that tractor pull back at the Ohio State Fair and Fort Recovery back in the day.
yeah,
I watched him legitimately spin the tires off the rims at the Iowa State Fair when I was a kid before they put screws in them. Or if he did, it wasn't enough because it spun the tires right off the rims. And yeah, it's like I'm trying to think of some of the names like Emil Murta. He had it in reverse. What was Betty's Headache? Do you remember that one, Ron? Was that
Yep.
shoot?
Ron Headley.
Yeah, he thought he had it in drive, and it was still in reverse, and he gunned it, and the damn thing flipped up over the back of the sled.
Oh.
So, and then we went to the concession stand after that because it was a while.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a lot
Carl
of good
Bilski. Dad's sitting here feeding me info. Carl Bilski, the Sandman guys.
Okay.
Carl Bilski. Yep.
Well, feed your dad some information back. Tell him we want to see him next year on the Outlaw circuit there, Logan.
We'll have to get him on one of these nights.
Well, here's Logan. Here's the deal. You tell Ron the light mod comes out, runs Outlaws, and if he books some minis a couple times, and you'll figure it out. This is the guy. This is the guy. Start, Logan. Tell Ron. Start making some deals.
Well, Ron, we'll bring you another light mod and another heavy mod if you put the minis in.
Oh, he's coming.
Uh-oh.
He's coming, Ron.
Let's see what your dad texts you next here.
Shut up, Logan. Shut up. That's too much work.
No, not at all.
Hey, we maybe I'll tell you what, Schultz. I'll just tell you. I'll throw this out there at you.
Here we go. Here comes the sled.
For the benefit deal that those guys are doing there in Lufkin, it's a 17-hour hike. I'll see if I can get the pizza shop chick to take a few days, and maybe we'll just bring that purple sled to Lufkin, Texas next year if they have the minis out
Ron
there.
Stone. He's not joking. Ron, he's not joking. That's how nice this dude is.
Yeah.
So
And this is a mini rod sled, right?
Yes.
That'd be Vaughn.
It's Vaughn's Bauer. He bought the last purple sled
Oh,
from
gotcha.
Vaughn.
Yeah, be Vaughn. Yeah, the sled that Vaughn built in 2018 until this year, the one he ran. Susie and I bought it to keep it in Ohio. So we'll just throw that out there at you and let you think about that for a few months. And what do you think about that, Schultz? We'll make something happen.
Ron, we're doing this. Just so you know.
We'll see how this year goes. I've been talking to Ronnie about potentially in the future going 2 tracks. They have the space for it there, and the event's getting big enough to do so. And we're getting up there now in hooks where we almost have to if we add anything else.
Ron, psst, psst, can you hear me, Ron?
I hear you. I got you.
He's not going to charge you for the sled. That's the kind of guy Randy is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do you understand that? I just wanted to point it out in case you were being a little naive.
I love how Jason's the one here making like all the deals, and he doesn't have any irons in the fire.
When mortgage rates are good, I'm very giving. I am. If you ask anybody, right now they don't, and I'm broke. So I'm just once mortgage rates come down, if we get them in the 5s again, I'll put gas in the truck to take that thing down there next year.
All right, go ahead and tentatively put it on your schedule there, Randy.
What's that? I'm sorry.
So tentatively put it on your schedule for next October.
You do give us the dates, and we'll write them down. Like say, I'll get
Ron. We could get some minis down there. We could.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a lot of fun if we can.
Especially if they know Randy Sled's going to be there, it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's it'll be a lot of fun. Come out there and hang out with you guys for a few days. And I know Cole and Whitey are coming over, and we know Donald and Cameron and them. We know a few of those guys in the Bullfrog. We know him. So Yep, Clint. Yeah. So we know a few of those guys, but it'd be fun to come out there and hang out with you guys for a few days and go pulling. So
I'm posting this on Outlaw social media right now. Mini rounds.
But for what you guys are doing for the veterans and this and that, I mean, I really appreciate what you guys are doing for all that stuff. And if we can help out a little bit, just a little bit,
awesome.
But we'll kick in. We'll get the pizza shop chick to come on along and we'll have fun. What do you think about that, Kens?
I would, yes, that was super cool. I don't even know what to say.
Try to contain yourself, Kenzie.
Trying not, it's hard.
Dude, that's awesome. Randy, you're a good dude. And I know you're serious too.
Awesome. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'll start working on it.
Yeah, see what we can come up with. Yep, it'll be a lot of fun. So
awesome.
Yepper.
Get those scraps out of the field. Let's go to bed, everybody.
All
Ron
right,
Stone, it is so good to talk to you. I miss you, buddy. Logan, love you. Love you more now that I know you have a legendary modified. Not that I'm about things, but I kind of am. And then Kenzie, love you for putting up with me. I pay her every other week to be my friend. And Randy, he's adopted me into his crazy family. So
yeah, absolutely, Dave. I'm just very blessed to be able to be here with you guys on Monday nights. I really appreciate it, and it's great talking with you, Ron. It's good meeting you. And,
Same here, Randy.
Hey,
good talking to you, buddy.
Real quick, how did the Ron Jones thing start? Where did we do that one at? California.
Oh, okay. That was it. Yeah.
So Randy, we took Ron out to California and we started drinking. And I was taking Ron around to the pullers, introduced him, and so we walked up and one of the pullers said, "You're that Ron Jones guy." So we called him Ron Jones a lot. We still do act from time to time. So
absolutely, that's a lot of fun for sure.
You want another one? We got Archer's last Black Widow tractor, the one that had 5 Chevys.
Stop!
That's that red single engine mod that you'll see us around with.
Okay.
Another one out of Ohio.
Yeah. What? Logan,
you guys start a museum down there, Logan? What's going on?
Well, then we got a third one, which was an Ohio vehicle. It's a brand new modern chassis. It made 10 runs out there in Ohio, and it came back this way. So that's all we got for mods. We had just 2-wheeler, and that went out to California. And other than that, we've got 2 world-class minis and a whole bunch of garden tractors.
Sounds like we need to do a shop tour, all access at the Stevens Ranch.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to do full pull live in there.
Let's do it. Chase has said to me, and he told Logan that Logan is a phenomenon. Is that the word I'm looking for? Driver. Like
phenomenal driver.
Phenomenal. No, he said Logan's got Logan has it. He can tell by just watching Logan that he has it. So
the phenom.
A phenom, yeah. I said phenomena. Phenomena. All right, we're sober, but we're starting to act drunk. So, on behalf of Ron Jones, Kenzie Teedy, Jason Schultz, Logan Stevens, Randy Fishbaugh, good night.
Good.
Today.
Let's talk about today.
You grab a national state level, you have to run non-sale, it's wholesale.
Is 9,000.
The only mistake I made, I didn't put her in the registration booth with it.
Just this ever evolving story.